What's up, guys? Welcome to the Collector's Table. I'm Adam, if this is your first time here, and we got my man Shane, the Dark Lord, joining us. What's going on, Shane?
What's up, my fellow geeks? Not much, man. Looking forward to the show. Should be good. We cut some of the dead weight, so it's only two of us now.
So Kevin couldn't be here today. I think that's who he's talking about.
He got fired.
Kevin went to a con or something, or anime con?
Anime con, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know people go to those, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like anime.
Of the subscribers gone.
Yeah. Hope everybody's having a happy Sunday. It feels good. It feels good to be back on the live. It's been a pretty eventful week. XM Studios dropping some bombs, some stuff this week. So we'll talk about that today. We'll talk about some new Witcher statue that came out. It's a little pricey. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the LBS Wolverine that's kind of been circulating, and a lot of talk about that one. And a lot of other stuff. Prime1 stuff. We'll just go through the news, guys. But hope everybody's having a happy Sunday. How was your week? What'd you do throughout the week?
What did I do? I was on a training course for a couple days out of town, and yesterday I had my big employer Christmas party. So
how was that? Did you get sloshed?
No, well, I got a little fucked up, but not stupid fucked up, and it was lame as fuck.
It was lame. Work parties can be lame.
Food was good. And then they went through all the presentations and yada, yada, all the gifts and blah, blah, blah. And that was great. And then they turned it over to the DJ. So we're like, great, music. Just turn the lights down, put the music on, and let us dance for the next 4 or 5 hours. Done.
Yeah.
Nope. This DJ was playing like music trivia games the whole time. Like, all right, so this table, we all had to put table names, and then they play a clip of a song, and the tables had to guess who sings it and what the name of the song is. They're doing points. There was no dancing on the dance floor. Everyone left by 10 o'clock. 75% of the party was gone.
Wow. That's
like
lame.
Whoever's idea that
was right? Work parties are like, but I've been to some work parties like that just get wild. But you got another party coming up too, though, don't you?
Yeah, this next Saturday in 6 days is my office specific party, so that's going to be a lot more fun. No prying eyes from other people, just our tight-knit department. That'll be fun.
Well, let's I'm going to say what's up to the guys. Let's start the show.
Nice music, by the way. A big improvement. Huge.
So Shane kept saying that my music sounded like elevator music, so I changed it.
I kept waiting for hearing a voice like, thank you for calling Geico. We'll be with you shortly.
I liked it. Shane didn't like it, but I like this too. So it's all good.
This is better.
Shane's my boy, so he's allowed to say stuff like that.
This gets you in the mood. Like you want to move to the music.
Yeah, it's not like that whack-ass DJ you had at work, Shane.
Actually, the music they played was good for the 10-second clips. And that was it.
Nice guy.
Whoever thought that was a good idea is ridiculous.
Yeah. Nice guy. Thanks for joining us, man. What's going on? Mitch, my man. What's going on? How you doing? Your statue delivery guy. Love the name, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you really deliver my statues, you deliver them with care because I never get breaks. Keen to talk about some T2 today. Let's go. Yeah. Jonas, question for you, Collector's Table guys. When was the last time you went on a statue event in state or out of state?
So for me, that's hard. Not just because technically we don't have states, but it's hard because the Comic-Cons in Canada are not quite like the Comic-Cons in the States. We have people dress up, and you might have some independent retailers that are selling statues if they have like their own personal collection and they're trying to sell, but no statue companies come to this stuff in Canada. It's not like New York, San Diego, or Hong Kong. They don't have that shit here. So technically, I guess my answer would be never, because I've never gone to a statue event where statue makers bring their statues and display them for people to look at and showcase. So never for me. Maybe next year for Comic-Con, who knows?
Well, one I went to, the one I've been to like small cons, like when I was living in Savannah, there was nothing real, not big cons around me really. So they had the smaller ones. They didn't really have a statue presence there. They maybe had like some Prime1 studio stuff, but it wasn't Prime1. It was like independent retailers.
Right.
So it was something spectacular. Now I did go to Collector Zone. A lot of the guys that follow me on the channel know I went to Collector Zone. What was that, like last May or something? And we had a blast. It was Sick Mansion Collectibles was there. Astro was there. Gen Mint was there. Fatal was there. It was just like a bunch of content creators, and it was like it was a really, really good time. We're going again in, I think it's around like July or sometime during the summer. Marco's from Collector Zone. If you don't know, just look him up. He does these events once a year, and he's got a new place where it's just like it's called Statue Con. It's like going to a Comic-Con, but just for statues. It is like the best thing ever if you're a statue collector. And yeah, we had a good time. And from what I remember, I got really wasted with those guys, and we had a blast. But it was all in good fun. So yeah, I plan on going back up this summer. I don't know what the time frame is again, but yeah, we'll be up there. Me and my wife will probably go again. Anyway, let's continue saying what's up to the guys. Alan Kiefer, what's up? Nice to see you again. Nice guy. No statue events really near me. Yeah, same here. Where are you guys at? Just put in, I would be interested in this in the chat. Just drop like the state that you're in. I wonder where people watch us from. Or if you're out of the country, let us know. I think Mitch is out of the country. I know he is.
The person who lives closest to Adam gets a free alien statue of your choosing from his collection.
Yeah, I got one that's like this big, and I don't mind giving it to you.
No, it's their choosing.
No, hell no.
He could afford it. He's got bricks in the driveway.
No, not anymore. So many statue reveals this weekend. Definitely picking up one or two next year. Yeah, there's some good stuff that I want to talk about this show. Happy Sunday, guys. Adam Shane, watch the Ripley video. Pretty sweet, bud. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just
started watching it, and then I got a phone call this morning that distracted me.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I finally finished that video. I'm sorry it took me so long, guys. It's like with starting my new job and working and family, like I was just recording when I could and editing. So it took a lot longer, but I got it up. Jesse, what's up? Slifer. Actually, I'm gonna be talking about you here in a second, Slifer. Stick around.
Slifer is a true anime king of the community.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's starting to get heavy into anime now. McFly, my man, love that name. What's going on, buddy? We already said what's up to Ledge. Jojo, what's going on, Jojo? Who else we got up in here? Did I missed anybody? Ledge, nice guy. Jesse, Slifer. I guess someone.
Terry.
Oh, there we go. Who'd you say, Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss Terry?
Yeah, good guy, good channel.
What's up, Terry? How you doing?
Pretty sure I've done a show or two with Terry before where we were both on the panel. I think so. If not, I got to get on a show with Terry one day. I like watching his stuff.
Yeah. Money Wasted Collecting. That's another cool name. What's up, man? What's going on? Dinesh. Always nice to see you, Dinesh.
Dinesh.
Before COVID was really good. Came to statues. Yeah. It came to statues, and then COVID kind of messed that all up. We don't really get like these big statue companies that go to the big events anymore. Just another Jarhead. What's going on, brother? Nice seeing you again. Chris, what's going on? How you doing? Marshall, what's going on? Nice to see you. Gotham Cinnabites, my man. Yeah, I see you. You got your little drink up. I harassed Shane to drinking, so he's drinking some meat over there, and I'm drinking. Well,
I haven't started yet. I've been waiting for you. I see you drinking your coffee. Is that like coffee?
It's in a cup. I'm already started. Yeah, let's go.
So you say.
You waiting for me? You backing up, Shane?
Hey, I'm 2 hours behind. I'm allowed to fucking wait. It's 10 in the morning here.
Oh, that's all right.
And I'll be honest, I'm not at my best after last night.
It'll be all right. This is a judge-free zone, my friend.
I partaked a little too much, maybe.
No such thing. Just a jarhead. Just a jarhead. How's everybody doing today? Well, you heard Shane just complain about having a hangover.
I don't have a hangover.
Just feel a little.
I just feel like a little foggy, but I feel fine. Like I'm not sick. I'm not
that,
anything.
Yeah.
It's a little foggy.
Another great name in the community, John Connor. Love the name. Sup, squad. Watching the show as I dust my statues. My man. Dust those statues. I don't believe Shane, but that'd be awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let everybody else. Who else did I miss here? Tony, stay frosty. Yo, guys. Love the review on the Ripley. I got it coming too. Yeah, my man. I'm not going to give it away, but yeah. I mean, it's a great statue. I mean, spoiler alert. E-Man, what's going on? Jelena and Darko, what's up? What's going on? Thank you guys for joining us. I'm still in the coffee. Coffee is my vice. Should start using it. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, guys, I wanted to share this real quick. We're going to jump into the show here. And I wanted to give a shout out to someone. So this is the Facebook group. I wanted to give a big shout out to this guy right here. My man, Kevin. He always contributes to the Facebook page.
Yep.
Constantly sends updates. He's not even, he's part of our channel, yes, but like he's not part of the crew. And he's just always throwing up posts and different things to keep us updated. He keeps me updated when I'm busy with work sometimes. Real good guy. So Kevin, I see you, man. I see you in the group. I appreciate you. And thanks for just posting stuff in the group and sharing it with us. What do we got here? We got somebody here?
We've been infiltrated.
Ledge, what's going on, Ledge?
Hey, how's it going?
Ledge.
How you doing,
How's
buddy?
going, guys? Thanks for having.
Yeah, welcome.
Appreciate it.
So, Kevin, I appreciate you dropping some lines in the Facebook group. Another thing, guys, some of the guys in the chat have already been talking about it. Go check out the Ripley review. That's already up. The link is in the Facebook group. Also, try to invite some guys to the Facebook group. I'm really trying to grow that. It's been a little bit, it's been slowing down a little bit. So I want to try to get some more members in the group. But anyway, Ledge, what's up with you, buddy?
Not a lot, actually. Picked up something last night, though.
Oh, what'd you get?
What'd you get?
Got a pretty good deal. I got that XM White Knight.
Oh, on
Nice.
On bike?
One on the bike.
Yes. Yeah, I just love that bike, man. I've
That's
always
cool,
was
Pete.
iffy of the Batman itself, but I mean, when you get it at a good price, I overlook certain things,
Mm-hmm. What's up, Casual? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Casual, you can join us too if you want, if you're free. If not, it's all good. All right, guys, I'm going to let's continue the show here. Wanted to give another shout out here to my man Slifer. Slifer has been getting some statues, and he also is a big contributor in the Facebook group. So I appreciate you for that, Slifer. Looks like he's getting some Naruto statues in. And listen, I don't know much or little to anything about Naruto, but they got some badass statues.
Yeah. All these anime statues look great.
Yeah, man. First Naruto. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm not.
It sounds right.
First Naruto piece. Definitely going to pick up more from this studio. It came out amazing. Yeah, looks great. So wanted to give Slifer a shout out. He's got a couple statues. He's been busy.
Yeah, he sure has.
This looks like, is this another Naruto statue? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't know. But it looks badass. We could still appreciate it.
There's always a ton to look at in those types of statues,
Yeah. Oh, Shane, if you could keep an eye on the chat, please, just because Kev's not here today, if you don't mind.
I always do.
Thank you, buddy. All right, and then what else we got here? Another anime statue. This
is from Bleach.
Oh, from Bleach. Okay, yeah, I know that's a popular show. Got another Prime1 piece here.
Everyone's telling you it's from Bleach.
Okay. I guess I need to start watching Bleach.
You call him out on his shit, guys. Don't be shy. I'll post it.
Yeah, don't be shy, guys. Another shout out to my man Al. Al's a newer content creator that I've seen come up on the map. Real good guy from what I know so far. So he posted something in the group. He got the Jungle Hunter Predator. Good choice. Good choice. And yeah, he took really good pictures, and congrats to Al. Go check out his channel. His channel is called Top Gun Collector.
Yep.
Top Gun Collector, newer guy, but a good guy. He also does, I think, some reviews too.
Yeah, he's got a nice channel.
Al is actually a real nice guy. He was one of the first guys I started talking to when I got into the hobby, and he, talked to me no problem. He was a real good guy. So. Yeah,
it's always nice to grow the community and just meet new people that are cool, man.
Yeah,
the world's so full of dickheads anyway. It's nice and refreshing to meet people that are not douchebags.
Yeah, I was actually in other hobbies, and you can see the difference between this hobby and another hobby that I was in. A lot better group of guys, I think. Better quality group. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So here's the alien. I got the Ripley next to the. Actually, it's right back here. You can see it here too. But I just took a little picture before the show. I don't know if I should keep her here. You guys think she looks good next to this alien piece? What do you think?
It's hard to tell with the scale from the picture. How does it scale in person?
So supposedly, I think this alien statue is a quarter scale statue.
Okay.
And she's a quarter scale. So
I mean, if they
look good
scale wise, pose well or display well together, then keep it for sure.
I would always assume just, maybe if the alien's a little larger, he's an alien,
sure.
So they can be bigger. I wouldn't get crazy over the size on the alien versus the Sigoni.
Yeah. Thank you, Casual. Good. Appreciate it, buddy.
I got a question for you, Ledge.
Yes.
Do you have a drink? Because we're drinking right now. I would
hang on a second. You didn't tell him that was the stipulation? What are you drinking over there?
You need alcohol, Ledge.
I bought some statues, man. I don't know if I can. This is all I can afford right here.
Yeah, you get a pass. You get a pass.
Yeah, you didn't give me a pass.
No, hell no.
I can get some wine. That's all I got is wine.
Do it. Go for it. Misery loves company.
Yeah, right. Hey, go get some wine. Come on, let's get with it. And if you're in the chat, I don't care what time it is. Stop crying. Get your little drink and join us. Everybody's gonna think I'm an alcoholic, by the way. I drink like once a month, and
I talk to Adam at least 3 days a week, and he's drinking at least four times a week.
No, I'm not.
At least.
That's such a lie.
Be honest, man. Come on,
you're being honest.
Drinking.
Are you being serious right now?
Sometimes you can't even get up. You're so fucking slow.
Okay. Now I know you're really full of shit. Wrong channel. No, I'm just kidding.
What's that supposed to mean? Who are you making fun of?
Nobody.
There's only 2 other shows. Who you mocking?
Stop starting shit, Shane. Can you invite Kevin back? And can you go back to work, please?
Tripler to talk about, eh? I'll let him know.
What are the guys saying in the chat, man?
They're saying, I'd have gotten Ripley if it was 1/3. It doesn't feel right to display 1/4 Ripley with the other Prime1 1/3 aliens.
Yeah.
Prime1 does make 1/4 aliens too, right? Or are they the old ones?
A lot of them are non-scale, but like the Alien Warrior that just came out from Prime1 Studios, where it's like on a platform and it's got like a pulse rifle on the ground with an egg next to it. That one is, I think it's close to like quarter scale. I don't know what scale they call it, but a lot of people have been pairing Ripley with that alien, and it looks good. Because I'm like John, I don't want it to be next to something where it doesn't look right. But next to the Scorpion alien I got behind me, I think it looks pretty good.
Mitchell Lawrence says, I wanted Prime1 Alien Warrior to pair with Ripley, but I didn't like the massive base.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about that one right there, that base. It is huge.
Ripley looks good. They look good together.
Yeah, I think so. Good.
Slifer simply says, this works. It doesn't look good, but it works. So that's something.
I like it. That's all that matters. No, I value everybody's opinion, but yeah, I think it looks good there. I'll probably keep it there, but we'll see what happens.
Let me ask you, I like Aliens. I've seen the movies, but I'm not like a aficionado on it. Is that the alien that was in the movie with Ripley? The alien right there in that picture?
No.
So the alien that was actually in the Alien movies with Ripley, what scale are those Prime1 alien statues?
So Dog, I think, is 1/3. The other Alien Warriors 1/4, and the rest are like non-scale that I know of. You got to
whatever the alien is that was in the movie with Ripley, that's the scale they should have made Ripley, whatever that's supposed to be, because that's logically who you would want to pair it with most.
I'm telling you, I got her because there was no other Ripleys out there besides a 6-scale hot toy. So 100%. Like, I didn't want a 6-scale hot toy, which I thought it looked good. And does this Ripley look exactly like Sigourney Weaver? No, absolutely not. I don't think so. But I think it's close enough where you put the whole scene together and I can tell it's Sigourney 100%. Weaver and the whole thing.
And like for me, I don't know enough about Alien. I didn't even know if this guy was in the movie or not with Ripley. Like I've seen them, but I don't watch them fanatically over and over. Like I'm not hardcore into them. I enjoy them. Yeah. That's about it. I'm not a diehard fan, so I wouldn't even know if this guy's in the movie or not.
No, from what I understand, this alien right here, I mean, the closest thing that you got that looks like this is the one from Prometheus when they're like at the end, the ship.
I actually haven't seen Prometheus. Is it worth watching? I
like Prometheus. You get some. It's very split with alien collectors because
I've heard people say it's shit. That's why I didn't watch it.
Some people are very split by it. Like they're like, no, I like the OG original Aliens. I don't like the Prometheus like storyline. I don't like how they showed the engineers. You know what I mean?
Myself, yeah.
But supposedly there's a new movie or show coming out, Romulus, I think it's called. That's going to be coming out pretty soon. I can't wait for that. I think that'll be good. But like, I like the Prometheus movies. I enjoyed them.
How many are there? I can't wait for that. I don't know what's happening right now.
We got some bad Is that you, Ledge?
Yeah, I muted him.
No, he's good. How many Prometheus movies are there? I don't know. Like, I think there's like 2.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Maybe. I think there's like 2 Prometheus movies.
Slifer has a suggestion. Could always get some eggs Prime is making and put them around her.
Yeah. The egg is kind of over here.
Like really big. Like, aren't the eggs kind of big? Aren't they life size?
Those eggs that they're making are big. Yes.
Like they would be almost the size of Ripley. No,
they're like, they'll be too big, but I mean, I think it'll still look fine. Yeah. Like every egg is not supposed to be exactly the same size, exactly the same, they're going to come out different sizes. You'll have different size aliens and different types of species and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to keep it there. I like it there for right now. We'll see what happens.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
We got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Drifter, any upcoming most anticipated POs? So what's your most let's just assume everything we PO is highly anticipated. Otherwise, why spend thousands of dollars on this shit? So what do you have coming, let's say, in the next 5 months, 6 months that you know of?
That I think is the most anticipated?
What do you got? You're not Dr. Mike. You're not going to name 150 fucking things. So
yeah. I got the medieval spawn coming. That's a custom piece that I can't wait for. I got a gunslinger spawn that I'm really looking forward to. Like any of the spawn pieces, I'm really looking forward to. DMD's making another Spawn too. We had him on the show.
Yeah, that
you
looks great.
You go check it out. So what else I got coming? I got Venom Arise coming that I'm pretty excited about. That should be released here shortly. I also have what else? Oh, I got some NYC ships coming. Like the Y-Wing is going to be here probably tomorrow. It's getting shipped from Kevin from NYC. Shredder is a big one that I'm really looking forward to pair up with the Turtles. That whole Turtles line is getting a lot of attention. You know, in the beginning, a lot of people were talking about, I don't know if I want to get into the Turtle line. Raphael, he looks okay, whatever. And now they see these other Turtles coming out and Shredder's coming out. Now they're getting really excited about it. We got a little bit of backfeed coming from somewhere. I don't know where that's coming from.
You got some feedback there, Led.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
Good.
So, yeah, I just got that stuff coming. I got some other stuff in the works. Oh, I just PO'd the Terminator. I'll just let, for people that don't know already, I'll let people guess until we get there which one I ordered. There's 3 versions. Take a guess which one I ordered. But I did get the new Terminator that's coming out. But let's keep moving through the pictures. We're going to get to that anyway. So drop a line in the chat if you can guess which one you think I ordered. All right, from Sideshow Collectibles, they got they just had a couple things, a couple like paintings. I thought they were kind of cool for Star Wars collectors. So if you guys like this kind of stuff,
yeah, that's cool.
I like this one. Yeah. I really like this one.
Oh, just getting back to the question really quick, since
go ahead.
You know, my answers don't matter on the show, but getting back to the question, my most anticipated upcoming PO is PCS Devastator.
Oh, yes.
And to show me it, we're talking 42 inches tall with the base, and he fucking killed it. It looks great.
We're not allowed to share that yet, right? Are we allowed to share or no? Not sharing?
No.
No sharing. Okay.
No.
Not yet, guys.
He did a great job, and I am really excited for more PCS pieces. If this turns out like the render looks, it looks fantastic. All the G1 fans, it's got like a little bit modernized look like XM, but not over the top by any means. It looks fantastic. So all the G1 fans out there, we got something to look forward to.
It makes me. I like the fact that. Ant asks you, you know, what you think about certain Transformers pieces and stuff like that. Like, he knows not to message me because I don't know too much about Transformers at all. But it's nice to know that someone who's making these statues wants to be as accurate to the source material as possible and values the Transformer collectors and what they think. So when he reaches out or when he talks to you about it, that's a good sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is. And I just want to be clear on something. I'm not helping design in any way, shape, or form like I did the Cobra Commander, or like I think I will be, like Jay and I talked about, and I'll be helping out with the LBS Voltron. I didn't help design at all. He just shows me stuff. I say what I think, and he makes the changes, but it looks fantastic.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to make all the changes Shane is suggesting. He's just taking feedback, which is good.
That's right.
And he probably asks a few people and gathers all that and, all the data basically that he gathers,
I did ask him if he was planning at some time in the future, there's no time frame, of doing a Megatron, because I was considering getting a different Megatron that's already on the market. And all he said is, we'll be making him. So I'll be waiting to see what he does after seeing what he did with Devastator.
Nice.
That's cool, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing that
Devastator
stuff.
as well. That's going to be cool.
Great. And Jonas said, get him, Shane. Don't let Adam get away from getting you your PO. Yeah, that's how it is here, man. That's how it is. I told you, Adam runs roughshod on us.
Yeah, Rand, you better remember that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, Shane's cool.
Mr. D3. What's up, Mr. Dwayne?
What's going on, man? Welcome back. What's going on?
Join y'all again.
It's been a minute.
Hey, what's up, D3? What's going on, buddy?
Now we got a party. You know you can't join the party if you're not drinking something.
Yeah, you need a drink.
I don't even have any alcohol available, man.
That's all right.
I wish I did, though.
You got Listerine or Lysol? Get on that shit.
Or some mouthwash.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right, guys. How you been, man? You doing pretty good? You got a pretty good week?
Man. I'm good. Just trying to get through the holidays. You know how it is.
Oh, I know. I'm still collecting weight from the holidays. All right, guys. So let's move on. Yeah, cool art print from Sideshow Collectibles. If you got a Star Wars collection, I think this would look pretty cool if you want to put it behind one of your statues. So this was another one. I was mad that this sold out before I got my hands on it. This sold out, I think, pretty quick, but yeah, this one was cool. Looks like Luke standing there with his lightsaber.
That's very cool.
Next month, the Millennium Falcon should be coming up.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it this month, December?
Yeah,
I thought it was a December reveal.
But
either way, it's good.
Initially, it was supposed to be December. Yes.
Are you going to get that ledge?
Depending on cost, that was, when I was a kid, that was the ultimate Star Wars toy to have. Was the Millennium Falcon, So
I'm going to guess, and this is just a guess. I'm going to guess about 1,800.
You talking about the NYC
that's not
piece?
bad.
1,800 to 2,000, I'll guess.
One guy was saying, "Is it like 5,000?" I'm like,
no.
"Hell no!" If
I might go for that.
Then they're taking advantage.
On the aftermarket, maybe, but I would say
exactly.
around the 2,000 mark.
Once it's sold out, I can guarantee it probably go for that, but not until.
You guys are talking about NYC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe I could see 22. Like I talked to Michael, and it's big. Like I saw some renders of it, and it's big. So
yeah.
All right, guys.
Something nice.
So hey, Rashid, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Guys, I saw this, and we were talking about it backstage, and I'm just going to read you this whole thing, and then, or just a brief summary of it at least, and you guys let me know what you think about it. So this is from Ant Adams, and he posted this in his group the other day. He said, "No more Mr. Nice Guy. Tired of companies in the industry blatantly copying us, making announcements around our pre-orders, or trying to find out ways to steal business and other shady practices. I have always been the play nice in the sandbox guy, trying not to go after licenses others have so everyone can have their own piece in the industry. Not doing a character because other companies had sneak that they were going to do it. I've even given a license back not to step on other companies' toes. But the gloves are off. From here on out, I'm looking out for PCS fans and family, PCS and friends of PCS. I have so much respect for Sideshow and Iron Studios as they welcomed us with open arms when we first came into the industry. Same with some other companies, but some others, it is on like Donkey Kong. Time to go grab some new licenses and release some projects I've been holding on to. Poke the bear way too many times." Wow. Damn.
Fired up.
Yeah, he's a man of integrity, and he was doing right in the beginning, but seeing how everybody wants to make everything at the same time, now he's like, F that, I'm going to do what I want to do. He is a good guy. Now
let's go around the horn. I know Ledge just gave his opinion, but what do you think, Shane?
I think it's too early to be drinking, but it's tough because without knowing the whole story, I don't really want to say how I feel because I don't know how I feel. Maybe if I knew the whole story, I would say I think it's blown completely out of proportion, or maybe I'd say, wow, I agree with them completely. I don't know. I don't know the story. All I know is what you just said. Some companies are starting to get lines that he was getting, and I guess he held off for a bit, not getting lines to give them a chance to do sales, but they're not reciprocating. I don't know anymore. Beside that, maybe there was like a verbal agreement between company owners. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. I don't know the story, so I can't say.
Okay.
But what I don't get though is why do, like, when a Joker comes out, then every company is making a Joker at the same time. Why is that? I always wondered that.
Because Joker sells. Joker sells. However many times they come out with a Joker, if you can, they're probably thinking, man, if I could just get a slice of what everybody's getting, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? As long as I don't do a crazy high edition size or something like that.
That's true.
But D3, what do you think about this, man? How do you take this? Is it kind of just like, well, damn, what's going on here?
To Shane's point, is not enough detail in there for us to make a really informed decision. And, you know, my opinion on something like this is, if you're going to make a post like this, go all out. Say names, put details in, let everybody know what's going on.
Name and shame. Yep, I agree.
Exactly. This is extremely, you know, it gets people riled up. It's, you know, inflammatory. It makes people wonder if you're going to put something like this out, just go all out, balls to the wall, you know. But, you know, on the opposite end, I'm more of a believer in, like, the Teddy Roosevelt philosophy, as far as walk quiet and carry a big stick. Me personally, I'd be more the type to say, you know, okay, I see what's going on. I'm just going to do what I have to do and make sure I come out on top regardless. Like, I personally wouldn't say anything about it, because now you're creating some type of expectation around these grand things you're going to do, or how you're going to get back, or, like, you know,
right.
Take the gloves off, you know. So right. It's like,
just do it kind of deal. Yeah.
But if you are going to do something like this, just go all out, say names, talk about what's going on, and let people really know. Because to me, this is kind of like you just kind of halfway, you know, half stepping on the issue. Not that there's anything wrong with it, you know. There's no right or wrong to the situation, but that's just my personal philosophy. But I wouldn't even come out with something like this, because, you know, this is all. First of all, collectors don't even know what you're talking about, like Shane said. So,
well, this is what I think on it. When it comes to business, right? We're talking about business here, right? He's representing his business, and he's basically saying he's fed up with what, and we're only going off of what Ant is showing us here. Basically, people are taking some licenses that they know that he was maybe aiming for, and they cut him off at the pass, and they got it before him, or maybe, I don't know. That's what it sounds like. And they're working on some projects knowing that he's working on some projects. Now, I have heard Anthony say before on lives that, and he spoke about this, this in particular, that he does not like stepping on toes of other statue companies. Okay. And he wants everybody to have their fair share. The problem with having that type of mentality, which is a good mentality to have to a degree, because you're just morally a good person. I can tell when somebody does something like that, I can tell, like, the guy's a good guy. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But in business, okay, and I'm in business, I've been doing business for a long time. Unfortunately, I'm not in this business, but it's all practically the same general concept. In business, unfortunately, there are no rules, and no one. The only outcome that every business wants is the outcome that's in favor of them. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a such thing as being a nice guy too much. And then when you get to that point, it's already too late, and people have already kind of taken advantage a little bit. Okay. So, you know, he just needs to look out. What he's doing now is looking out for himself and looking out for the company. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. And I think he was doing that from the beginning, but he was just trying to be respectful of other people. But you can't do it so much that it hinders or it affects your business. When it affects your business.
Old man loving business.
Yeah, that's not, you know, like me and Shane can be cool, you know what I mean? But when it comes to business, if we were competitors, that's what we are. That's what
let's get some type of like contractual agreement made between two parties. I mean, you really can't hold it against anybody else, which in that case, you would handle it legally.
Yeah.
So that's not the case. You know, you can be but so upset.
Now, I am with D3 on this when he said, hey, I probably wouldn't come out with this. I would just do what I need to do. But maybe he's not talking to us. Maybe he's talking to them. Maybe he's like, hey, man, This is what I'm doing. But at the same time, like if I was a business, I ain't telling you shit of what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm that kind of guy that's not going to say anything. I'm just going to try to move
and
it
that's
along.
the other thing. Like, you know, they all make this, you know, one guy puts a Joker out and then all of a sudden the next company's putting it out and then another company's putting it out. How do they all know? You know, because they all seem to be coming at the same time.
Yeah. Well, they probably got these connections with these different licensees or licensors or whatever. And they do an announcement like, hey, we're doing this, we're creating this project, and everybody flies to it like flies on shit. And they're like, hey, let us get a license for it so we can do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, in a nutshell, I would say, Ant Adams, I think you're doing a good job. I think you got a lot of good statues that you're coming out with. I commend you for doing things that are different than other companies. And just focus on you, man, and focus on your company and let that thrive. Don't worry about the outsiders or the naysayers of whatever they're doing to try to cut you off at the pass. Just do your thing, but just know he knows better than I do. It's a very competitive business. It's a very and it's just business, what it sounds like. But like to Shane's point, we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story, so. Hopefully that works out for Ant. Anybody else? Anything in the chat about this, Shane?
Yeah, some people saying he should have named names, like Dwayne is, and Mitchell saying it's smart not to. Mr. Kennedy says if every company is going to put out the same piece, then you better step up your game and make sure the quality of the piece, you know, collectors will gravitate to pick it up. Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah, and let the sales speak.
Yeah,
the only thing I can say about Ant Adams is this. I've done shows with Ant. I've talked to him. He's a super cool guy. He is legitimately a fan and a collector and a geek like we are. He's not, yes, he's a businessman, but he's not in this just to make money, and he knows nothing about the source material. He's our age, middle-aged. He's a Gen X, and he loves this stuff, and he's doing it out of passion and love. So that's what I could say about Ant Adams.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, D3?
Yeah, just like in response to Mitchell about saying names is a smart move, I actually agree with that. You know, but that's why I personally wouldn't say anything at all. Because it's like, you know, why even go that route? That's where
I disagree a little bit. I would not, and I get why you're like, hey, man, if you're going to come out, you might as well just go all the way balls to the wall and just say whatever. At the same time, I probably wouldn't say names either. We don't know the type of business relationships that are floating out there. We don't know who's talking to who, but it sounds like he wanted to say something within the parameters of not maybe pissing off some business partners that he's got. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he just wants to vent and get something off his chest, you know? So once again, he's not wrong. There's no right or wrong to it. There's
no right or wrong. Exactly.
I don't think this post is for us.
He didn't fuck anybody, so, you know.
I don't think this post is for us. I think this post is for business to business.
It is.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move on. We got a lot to cover. The good news is, and this is, I was just saying, Ant's a good guy. It sounds like, from what I understand, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, this is the half-scale Akuma that's coming out, right?
Yep.
He drew another portrait in here for free. I don't think you're paying anything for this. Like, you're getting an additional portrait for free. So that's nice too. Like,
that's awesome. I saw that too. Yeah. That's nice.
Especially after you make something and then you put it out and then you're like, here's the statue. And then you're still working on it. And then you're like, you know what? I'll give you guys this too. Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Keep in mind, it's a half-scale portrait. It's not a quarter scale. That's a half scale. That costs some money out of his pockets to put that extra head in there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So good for Ant.
Yeah.
Extra head's always good.
Who doesn't love extra head?
Set it up. I didn't mean to say it. Wrong show. My bad. All right. So here's another teaser from PCS, the Species statue. You guys watched this movie when you were younger?
Yeah. I did back in the day, yeah.
The sexiest alien alive.
Yeah.
I know, right? She was Yeah, it was definitely a pretty good movie, but she was definitely very seductive in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But looks good so far. You know, I'm excited to see
never
the
saw
rest.
this.
What's that?
I actually never saw this movie.
Oh, you never saw it? It's basically an alien that goes around killing people, but being very seductive about it. It's like a hot chick that plays her. So
Yeah.
that's basically the movie. What's Nice Guy saying? Let's see.
I just said good on Ant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Putting the portrait in there. A nice Christmas gift. I agree. We all agree. Who
Yeah,
wouldn't
I like-
agree?
Yeah, I know. He's giving you after it's already, people have already purchased it and pre-ordered it. So that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's I like supporting guys like that, and I also like supporting them. Like I said, don't get wrapped up into all that drama bullshit with that stuff, and just focus on your company. I think you're doing big things.
I agree.
Continue what you're doing.
Yeah, do what you want.
All right, so next up from Infinity Studios and Penguin Toys, we have this. What's her name again? I forget her name. Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. You guys think it looks like her?
I think it looks 80% like her. The face is definitely off. Like, you look at it and you know who it's supposed to be. There's no doubt. Even without the dragons, you know who it's supposed to be, but it's not there. It's definitely not there.
Percentage-wise, what would you give it?
75 to 80.
Ledge?
Me, I'm not too familiar with the actual character, so I can't really comment.
Okay.
I just think this is great for what it is, but as far as likeness, I can't really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the piece itself looks cool overall.
D3, what do you think about the lightness?
Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat as Ledge. I'm not a Game of Thrones watcher, but I do think the piece looks great overall. So, but I can't really speak to how accurate, the piece is.
Okay. I remember watching the show. I've watched all the seasons. I've watched every episode. I think it does look like her. I don't think it looks exactly like her. I don't think it's way off. But I think she looks a little bit young here. Maybe a little bit too young.
Well, this to me looks more like a season 2 Khaleesi.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is, but that's what, like, she does look younger.
Well, it had to be because you see the dragons are still small. So maybe it was still an earlier stage.
Yep. Maybe.
But guys, I think this is I still think this looks
Very cool piece.
good.
Yeah.
Infinity Studios does a real good job. They did a Predator back here for me. I think they do an amazing job. I could tell who it is by looking at it. From this angle, it does look a little better to me. What do you think, Shane? Does it change it for you at all?
No.
Okay.
No, I think I don't know if it's the cheeks or I'm not sure. Something's definitely off. But again, it's not off so much. I don't know who it is, but it's not there. Like, it's not the 90+% it should be, in my opinion. Not for the price tag it has.
Knight brings up a good point. If you could bring up that comment, he says if you zoom in on anyone, they look distorted. Distorted also. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Yeah, it depends on it's hard to judge things off its pictures, And how many times do we say, "Man, you got to see this in real life"? The pictures do it no justice. Maybe this is one of them. I don't know, but I think I still like it. I think it looks good.
Me too. I think it looks good. I just don't know. I think for the price tag, the likeness should be better. That's my big beef with J&D too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, base looks cool.
We all agree with that, Mitchell. We all agree with that.
What are the guys saying?
He said Game of Thrones was brilliant, but the last season was terrible.
You're know. Right. Why was it so bad? It was so good. Everything was so good. It started off so good. Even through the middle of it, everything was so... The two biggest things was the end. I'm not going to give it away because I don't know if anybody watched it.
Who gives a shit? Like 9 years.
But the end of Game of Thrones with her and what happened with her, and then what happened with the Night King. The fucking Night King died so easy. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's bullshit.
How he dies?
I know. All that build up and nothing.
I was waiting for some epic, like epic fight scene. And of all people, you want to see Jon Snow get it in with somebody. You know what I mean? Like just get it in and fight somebody. And no, we didn't get that with that. So, but it's all good.
He should have joined her at the end.
I know, right?
I would have.
Well, yeah, shit. Any one of us would have.
Kidding me? Just fucking around a dragon all day? That'd be great.
The dragon looks good up close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks really good.
You can even see the little teeth and stuff, you know? Her hand looks pretty good. But yeah, how much was this piece going for? Like $4,000?
I want to say about 4, but it might even be like 45. I'm not sure.
If you're a hardcore Game of Thrones collector, if I was hardcore about it, I would buy this. I mean, but you know, I don't think anything is perfect nowadays. I don't think anything is going to be 100%, especially if it's man-made trying to copy something that's organic, you know? But I think it still looks good. All right, moving on. Anybody got to say anything about that, Shane?
Mr. Kennedy said, you said about, you were talking about John getting in, and he goes, John got into Daenerys. You're not wrong.
Yeah, good.
And that's his aunt. That's his aunt. That's something. Just lots of people talk about the show and how terrible the last was in the end.
Yeah, the books and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Moving on to Dark Side. Guys, listen. I'm not even a DC collector. But I'm just telling you right off the rip, this thing looks cool, man.
It does.
It looks so good. You know, it kind of gives you that Thanos sideshow back in the OG vibes. You know what I mean?
It's got he's got a
Thanos
very
vibe.
apocalypse look to him.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah. Same thing I'm thinking.
Other people said too. Yeah.
It reminds me of the Thanos sideshow that Sideshow did from, you know, back in the day. And he's got the same kind of pose, but I like it. Yeah, it does give you that apocalypse kind of feel too, especially with the colors that he has.
And the neck collar.
Neck collar.
Really,
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very nice. I would prefer a little more of a classic look myself. It's a little too overly modernized, but I think it looks really good.
With this statue, you're going to get the LED illumination that comes with it. So looks like the box lights up, the eyes, the back of the chair. Not sure what this is. If anybody can help me out with that.
A boom tube remote.
Okay.
I believe.
So
Yeah.
that,
Like transports from Apocalypse to other places.
Okay. I was wondering what that was too.
yeah. And then it comes out with some swappable parts. Obviously, the cube, what we were just talking about, and then it's got some hand switch outs. A lot of different hand switch outs, however you want to do it. I like the where he's grabbing the side of the chair right there. That looks cool too.
That's nice.
Me too, Mitchell. Mitchell says my favorite DC villain.
My favorite part of this statue is the back of the chair, though. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a piece of the source wall, but I really like how that's done.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of a tiki thing, you know, like a tiki.
It does.
Yeah, that's how I feel to it. It's another one of those pieces that would benefit from being on a rotating on a turntable, so that you can get that full vibe of the back as well.
Here, let me see if I can get a picture of the back. There you go.
Almost any throne piece would be a good one to see all around because the amount of details they put on the back of thrones nowadays and on the side is great.
Especially since it's lit up too.
Yeah, this lights up.
Lights
Yeah.
up.
This
You can almost display it like this, lit up. And then, like, when somebody comes in, turn it around and reveal it, like, you know, see this initially. Like, that's almost like a piece in itself, just looking at the back of the chair.
Yeah,
looks
piece
so
of
good.
art itself. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Is anybody getting this in the chat, or is anybody getting this in the on the panel?
So I'm not getting it, but I thought about getting it, and because I got that big Apocalypse on Throne, the custom, I think they look sick together. But I don't have. I have a throne shelf, and I already have it full, so I don't have room for a Dark Side on Throne, and I already have my Dark Side statue, so I'd have to get rid of that because I don't double up.
Yeah, this looks so good, man.
It's big.
Like, look at his face. He just looks like he's about that life, man.
Yeah.
Now, is that big like the Maestro?
Well, I don't know the exact dimensions of just Maestro without all the base stuff, but this, if I'm not mistaken, is like about 2 feet tall by about 21 or 22 inches.
I'm gonna look it up.
My favorite swap out would be the
Oh, it's
one
right
without
there.
the color.
65
When you
centimeters.
were shown before.
Yeah.
So
Inches.
60. Oh, sorry, Wayne.
25. So 25 and a half inches. Well, 25.6 inches tall.
And 20 inches deep.
Isn't Maestro
and
bigger than
22
that?
wide. Maestro, I don't know about just Maestro.
I forget. Where's Vision when we need him? He's got the measurements. Where you
Right
at,
here.
Vision?
32,
probably
32
working.
tall.
Yeah, Maestro is going to be like, he's just got
Try
more
it.
to him. So like the core of like Darkseid in a chair and Maestro in his chair like might be similar, but like Maestro's got, even his chair is like huge. Maestro's just got so much more to him, you know?
Mhm.
Hey, Adam, do you mind going back to the previous picture, the one without
no
the
problem.
collar?
Yeah. So it's real quick. It's 22 inches wide. It's 22 inches wide. You said this one?
Yeah, I like this one the best since it doesn't have the collar and it doesn't have as much resemblance to Apocalypse.
Oh, I didn't notice that right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can take it off. I didn't even notice.
It's a good
Because the only
eye.
thing I didn't even know they had this without the collar, but the only thing that was, my reservation was it looks cool, but I don't like a character to resemble a completely unrelated character from another universe, like he did with Apocalypse with the collar on. But since they have the portion without the collar, this really does it for me right here.
Man, I didn't even notice that. That's a good eye, D3. I think that does look better without the collar. It's more Darkseid without the
That's what
collar.
I was just gonna say. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, exactly.
It's a good eye. Let's get some closer shots of this. I got some, I think. Well, there goes the side of the chair and stuff. The throne is done it looks good.
Well, it's Prime1. You know it's going to be there, the detail.
Yeah. Everybody knows Prime1. I mean, if you don't, Prime1 is my favorite.
You're going to pay for it, but you're going to get
Kind
good
of
detail.
simplistic though. It is simplistic.
That's okay, though. I think simple, sometimes less is more. You don't need something that's overly complicated.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
But to get me to buy a piece, I need more.
I got you. There goes it up close. I mean, these details up close, guys.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
good.
nice.
The folds and the glove, the textures in the glove.
What I'm not a fan of, and this is just me nitpicking, I don't like his gloves right there. Perfect zoom in. I don't like the flap that goes over the back of his hand and covers his knuckles.
Same.
The glove should have ended at the wrist, like the wristband, and then you just have a normal glove. I don't like that part on top of the knuckles that overhangs. I don't get it.
I
don't
like
that.
this. This is very Darkseid, you know?
The skin is perfect.
I think they should have cut the forearm, the part that covers his tricep, cut that off and show more of the arm action, since the arm looks so great.
I agree.
Talking
Like
about
I
right
said,
here.
it should
Cut
just
off right
stop at the before the elbow.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah,
Just
that's
give
how
it
the
more
other
that
one's
classic
done.
look.
That's how other statues of him is done. They just got the the hand part, and then the elbow is free, and it comes to the arm and the shoulder.
Back to Adam's point, to me, that's a perfect example of less is more. I know what they tried to do. They tried to give it more of a look, more texture, but it's unnecessary. Cut it off right at that line at the elbow, and don't have that little elbow band on there.
Yeah,
He doesn't need this part. He
It's like
doesn't
he's got that looks like a tendonitis elbow strap.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
And it
You know,
reveals
are
how
they-
good the arm is. The arm is amazing.
Are they following something though that's are they following the source material maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm more of a Jack Kirby Darkseid fan.
Darkseid is fucking awesome, man.
He's my favorite villain.
I like Apocalypse more, to be honest, but I like Darkseid too.
Yeah.
So, God, man, Prime1 just always kills it. Prime1 is they are my favorite statue company, hands down. I know they're fucking expensive. They are. And they
But
they know they can overcharge on stuff. They know. I still buy it. I'm one of those guys, but like
yeah, you touched on the Terminator buying. You never said what version you got.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Yeah, I got it coming up.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the belt. The folds and the clothes look good. The colors. I still like this collar. You know, I think it looks more dark side without the collar that D3 pointed out, which was a good eye. I didn't even notice that.
It looks good, but it looks too much like Apocalypse, which I don't like.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this, man. Look at that.
Very cool.
God, and that lights up.
If they would have got rid of the shit on the back of the hand, the tricep bandage, stuff like that, I'd be a lot more tempted to buy this. I might just bottom this.
Yeah.
Because I love Darkseid that much.
I was debating on that. You know, Sideshow had a nice sale on Black Friday on the Darkseid by Prime1. You know, the standing up, you know.
Yep, the movie one.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of tempted, but, you know, of course, there's so many other choices, so I didn't.
You guys like his boots? The way that looks?
Same with how that part extends over his knees. I think that's all those flaps. The ones over his back of his hands and those right there unnecessary. It's not a deal.
Yeah, the flap. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree on.
I don't as much mind the part that goes over the knee. I just the whole boot itself. Again, it's a little too modernized. I think it looks great. It's a little too modernized for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's done
agree
very
with you.
well.
I just wish it was cut off towards the bottom of the ankle of that flap. And
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. Anyway.
Before we move on, we got a comment about
go ahead, go through
the bust.
Yep.
To touch on Infinity, they paint the skin flat where Queen paints the silicone to look like blood is flowing in it, and their pieces don't look dead.
Oh, good point.
yeah, that's what I love about Queen. You know, you just compare the Queen Bale, was it the Bale, and then the Infinity Bale with the two arms holding the cowl.
She looks like she got blood flowing through her. She got some
Looks
color.
good.
She got some color.
Better than the Bale, I think.
I don't know, man. Are you talking about the Bale that Queen Studio?
Or not the Bale. You know the what is it? You know the 1/1 that Queen is doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these are all the swap outs, guys. I like they got the stand for the portraits, but there it goes right there with D3 pointed out. Collar, no collar.
I'm also not a huge fan. The one with the no collar, I don't like all the extra material, as if he pulls it over and it gets kind of bunched up there like a neck warmer. I'm not a fan. It should be like kind of tucked in underneath the chest shirt.
Yeah,
he's cold. He's got a gator neck on. He's cold.
It is really cold on Apocalypse where the lava and fire is flowing all the time.
Yeah, this piece is badass, man.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it makes me want to buy it. I don't even know that much about the character. I don't even collect DC shit. Like, if it makes me want to buy it and I don't even collect it, I think they did a good job. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I say when I buy stuff.
Yeah.
And if everybody watching could hit that like button, that'd be much appreciated.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Sure.
Here are the portraits. Which portrait you guys like best?
The bottom one, the second one on the bottom in the middle, that's my favorite. That one.
Right here?
That screams Darkseid to me.
I love that maniacal smile.
Yeah, same here. That's my favorite with the teeth.
They even put the back of the chair as a face because it.
Yeah.
I would agree.
That
That's
counts as
my
the face.
favorite one.
Yeah.
That middle bottom, and then the top left is my second.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
This is probably my first. Well, this is like this right here.
That's my third.
This right here and this right here remind me of Darkseid. And then I like this one too. But they're all fucking.
But he's always doing he does that maniacal smile every now and then, that evil, menacing smirk.
Yep. Very nice.
Yeah, it looks great. Congrats to anyone getting it. I think Fatal's getting this.
Oh, good shit. Yeah, nice.
Pretty sure. Fatal's been buying a lot of shit lately.
He got that promotion money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
He went from slowing down to speeding up real quick.
Yeah, he slowed down. Then he got that promotion. He started.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
speeding
slowing down, I'm selling all this shit, and then he's buying twice as much.
Yeah, he finally did. He did what I did. I said, screw it. Just buy.
Yeah,
Just get
fuck it. I got a problem. I know it. I'm buying.
Which one did you like, Mr. Kennedy? He liked the bottom middle one. Bottom middle one. Yeah.
That's probably what most people would like.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yep.
I would have actually liked to see. So Darkseid also has this. It's a half smirk that he does, where only one side of the face kind of goes up, and he does his kind of evil half smirk. I would have liked to see that.
This is.
Yeah, they should have.
Well, that's not a smirk. That's him doing a half grimace.
That's a half. Yeah, that's a half.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for a half smirk, like a cocky, very maniacal smirk. That's what he's known for. I would have liked to see that.
Exactly. Swap one of those frown, the upside down.
Yeah, one of those
frown
like small
ones.
heart,
Put that in place.
Yeah, turn that frown upside down, Darkseid.
like that bottom right. Looks like Granny Goodness hasn't washed for 3 weeks and he's smelling her right now.
Right. Change that one to that one you're talking about, Shane. It'd be a lot better.
Exactly. That would be Darkseid.
I'm just looking at the small details and like these gloves and the fingers and like it's just like crazy, man. It's
Prime1,
crazy.
man. That's what they do.
Prime1 takes fucking forever, but like, God, they do such a good
and
job.
they charge you an arm and a leg for the quality, but it's there.
Yeah.
Usually it's there. Usually.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll move on if there's nothing else.
Yeah.
Already looked at all this.
Yeah, Jarhead was saying he prefers the one with the Omega beams. I don't know if that's something you just add on to any portrait, or is that a portrait in itself? I thought it was a portrait in itself with Omega beams.
I thought I had
coming
that
out.
one. Did I have that portrait? He does have Omega beams. I might not have. There it is.
Can you zoom in on that, Adam?
I think that's what you add to the portrait.
Maybe it is.
Because they're not showing it as a separate portrait. That's a good point. They're not showing it as a separate portrait.
Yeah, maybe they magnetize on or clip in or something. I don't know.
They just might magnetize to the side of his eyes.
Yeah.
And Granny's a monkey.
Old dirty bag.
Go take a bath, Granny.
So does that mean you can swap that around to the other portraits too?
You might be able to. I would check Prime1's website just to make sure, but you might be able to.
That would be smart if you could. If they found a way to engineer it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It can't be that. All right.
All right, guys, we're moving on. Let's move on to my favorite topic.
Terminator.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what do you think I got? I got the deluxe.
DX.
The deluxe.
I'll take deluxe
DX.
battle damaged.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
All right, so I'm going to talk about this for a quick second. So Prime1 came out with 3 versions of the Terminator. They came out with the regular, they came out with the deluxe, and then they got the platinum, whatever highest level. I'm thinking when I first see this, just so you guys can understand my train of thought, I'm thinking I'm just going to get the top one. It's going to come with everything. Yeah, I'll just get the top one. It'll come with everything.
Not so.
Doesn't. It does not come with everything. So you got the battle damage one that's got like this face. You know, he's got the battle damage on the side of his face and it's exposed and stuff like that. You got a regular and a deluxe of that. And then you have the platinum version. Well, we'll go through them. We'll just go through how much. I only got a couple pictures of each or else we'll be here all day. There's so many pictures online. If you want to check them out, just go on Prime1's website. But this is the regular, okay?
And that's what, 17?
This one is
Yeah, about that.
$16.99 for the regular version. Okay? And then this is what you get with it. You got the portrait with the light up LED. Okay? And then you also got the light up base for the LED. And then you got these swappable parts. which is the pole that he holds in his hand, just like in the movie, and the grenade launcher. I think that was the grenade. Yeah, that was a grenade launcher.
And that's the regular edition?
That's the regular. That's
Okay.
the regular. Okay. Then you got, yep, $16.99. And then you got the deluxe, comes with all the same things as the other one, but you get the extra portrait stand with the extra portrait. And then it comes with the endo arm with the stand.
Yeah.
And then you also got these swappable parts. You got the same thing as the regular. You got the pole and the grenade launcher. Plus, you got the endo hand that can be attached, or you can detach it and show battle damage just like the movie.
That's nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
I can't believe the deluxe or the most expensive didn't come with an endo arm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
So this is the deluxe version.
This
second
is the deluxe. This one.
Yeah, the 500 ES.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, this
How
is
much
the
this one?
closer.
Is this like 21?
This one's like $2,000 or something. I'm about to show you the price in a second, but like this is a close up of the battle damage portrait, which, by the way, looks effing amazing.
Yeah.
Just saying. I think. My personal opinion. But and then you got this is genuine leather, all that. They used real leather. You got the cybernetics showing in his knees and stuff like that. I mean, there's no lack of detail at all with this statue.
Would you rather have it been sculpted? And you know, Prime1 could sculpt really well to look like it's mixed media.
The mixed media, I would have, whatever looks better, I would have been okay with. I'm okay either way. But this version is 2,999, or excuse me, 2,099.
So 21.
Yes. $2,100 basically.
Adam just can't admit I'm right and say, yes, 21.
Yeah, no, I just been drinking and it's starting to catch up. I don't know what the fuck Shane is doing over there. He's babysitting his shit.
I'm drinking too. I finished. I'm going to pour another one. Guys, this is how he is backstage. You should see it. It's
He
hard.
makes me seem like such a dictator.
Kevin and I, we got like a little Stockholm.
I got a buzz already, and I haven't drank anything in months. So,
welcome to getting old like me, Ledge.
yeah.
All right, so here's the final form. This is the third version. This is the, what do they call this? The Platinum Master line. This one is not going to come with all the same things. I repeat, is not going to come with all the same things as the other ones. This is almost like a separate, almost kind of like a separate statue. You got the two portraits right here. Well, you got the detachable glasses. The same portrait, detachable glasses. Okay?
Same portrait as the other two, though. The battle damage. It's the same, right?
No, it is not. The battle damage one, this has got hand-punched hair. Okay, the other ones are sculpted, and the other one has more exposed endoskeleton underneath. This has got less exposure from the endoskeleton.
Okay.
All right, so this is a different portrait. You got the base, still lights up. And then you got the swappable hand parts, which is the pistol. You got the glove with the endo hand kind of coming through. And then you got the tear gas launcher, not the grenade launcher. Everybody's calling it a grenade launcher. I think it's a tear gas launcher.
Yeah.
And then this is the grenade launcher. So those are the only things that you get with this line, as from what I understand. I could be wrong.
You're right.
All look amazing. All look crazy good. But for me, I'm not. Here's a closer up. Oh, you do get the endo hand. Here's the endo hand. Let's make sure I tell you the right thing
I
here.
was going to say you have to get the fucking endo hand.
You get the endo hand.
On the deluxe, you have to.
Yep. $2,700.
Oh, you do get it.
You get the endo hand. Yeah. I don't think you get the pole, though. I don't know. Do you get the pole? If anybody could tell me, do you get the pole with it? The pole that comes with it? Well, you get the grenade launcher. You get a lot of the other stuff. Plus, you get the glasses. But you don't get that portrait. I think this portrait looks better. This is Terminator, man.
Yeah, I'm
That looks
surprised
better
there
to me
isn't
for sure. Plus, I'm not a fan of punched hair. I'd rather have sculpted hair.
Yeah, I don't want punched hair either because that shit never comes out. When you take it out of the box, you gotta mess with it to make sure it looks right.
I don't want to comb my statue's hair.
Yeah, it's not a doll.
It's not a Barbie.
No,
if anyone's offended because they comb their statue's hair, I don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't need crybaby messages on the post. We don't care.
Oh my God.
If I don't like it, I don't like it. You could like it. That's okay. Maybe you don't like sculpted hair. I'm not going to leave
Shane knows when we make these videos when somebody's going to say something in the chat later. He knows.
God. Oh, you're so negative because I don't like it. I'm not going to like everything.
Shane's already realized that he needs to answer somebody before they say something now.
Fuck, it's the same fucking whining shit every time.
Listen, though, for me, I like the sculpted hair. I don't like to mess with the hand punch stuff either, like Shane. But I think it still looks good. I just prefer the more battle damage. Like, this looks way cooler to me. That looks cooler.
I agree. That's what I would prefer.
And I like the fact that I get this with it too. I still get it. So like, yeah. But you don't get this, which doesn't make sense to me, guys.
When you get a platinum bonus special edition deluxe, whatever they call it, it should have everything it had before.
Yes.
In all the previous economy, like the welfare edition, it should have all that shit plus more.
I totally agree.
That makes no sense at all. None.
And you get one portrait. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the deluxe is, if you guys are looking for a Terminator piece and you want one, I mean, obviously the decision is yours. You got, like, honestly, I know we're joking, but like, if this is what you can afford, I think this is an exceptional piece.
Oh, when I called it welfare, it's because Prime1 calls it like economy, like just makes you feel like you're poor.
I know. Why did they do that?
It's $1,700. You're not poor. But Prime1 makes you feel
Exactly.
They try to shame you into, oh, you want the economy edition?
Oh, and here's another thing. Like, this whole like arm missing, I like that. The battle damage is just the way to go, I think, in my personal
I think I would like the endoskeleton, even though that's more how it is in the movie with no arm. I would somewhere on my Terminator, I want to see that endoskeleton arm.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
D3, what do you think? Are you a Terminator fan or do you like this piece? What are your thoughts? You're on mute, buddy.
You're on mute. Adam muted you.
I didn't. You did.
Yeah, I like the movie, but I'm not like a huge Terminator fan to like purchase the statues or anything. Like, I actually just ironically sold the Hot Toys version of this, the DX13. I just sold it last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, but I do like the piece though. You know, it looks great. You know, Prime1 is not set apart. I don't have any gripes about it, but it's not really big on the actual Terminator statue.
Let me ask you guys a question though.
Yeah.
We didn't bring up an important topic before we move on. Likeness.
Yep.
What does everybody think about the likeness? I want to hear you guys in the chat too. Everybody on likeness, real quick. What do you got?
I'd say different angles.
Depends on the angle.
80%. You know, sometimes.
I'd say that's about right. I'd say it's right up there, give or take with the Daenerys, maybe 5% more. But I'd say
85. Yeah, around there.
I think I'm not that good of a judge of likeness. Maybe that's because I don't really collect movie statues. I don't know.
That's why we do comics.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it looks pretty spot on to me. I mean, I don't know if Arnold really has all those wrinkles he has in the top of his forehead or whatever, but I don't really see it.
Well,
What do you give it? D3? What do you give it?
Let's say like a 90%, I guess.
90. Wow. Okay. See, for me, I'd say an 80 overall. Some angles, I could make the case for 85. Yeah. Overall, 80. But 85 on certain angles. I see, and I'm like, okay, that's an 85. That's closer. But I'd say in between 80, 85 for me.
In some of the pictures they showed from a distance, he looked like a totally different guy. You know, honestly. I still want this, but still.
I think the likeness is definitely better on this than Darkseid collectibles. I think they were more of a 70-75%.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, Shane, exactly what aspects of the portrait like throws you off and makes you give it an 80? Like, is there something specific you can point out?
That's a great question, and I'm not really great. I could look at a statue and go, I think it's the eyes. I think maybe they're wrong shape, but I'm not great at that. That's not like my strong suit, is looking and go, oh yeah, it's the cheekbones. They got to be lower, unless it's something like really obvious. Yeah. I'm not great at. I just could look at it and go, something's off, but I'm not quite sure what. I think it might be this area, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the chat saying, Shane? What do they think about likeness?
Likeness is 75 to 80.
Yeah.
Stuart, what's up? Stu, he says,
Stuart,
he says 90 plus for this one. We got another 90. Yeah. John Connor, the only person that matters, John Connor.
Yeah, John Connor. Something tells me John Connor's going to have the most experience in this area.
Exactly.
I would hope so. With that name,
he's going to know.
Unless,
by the way, are you ordering this, John?
That could be his real name, John Connor.
That's not his
name. Yeah, true.
There's someone on this planet called John Connor.
That is not his name.
You don't
Mitchell gets it 97.
You don't fucking know.
That's not his name.
Probably right, but
John Connor, is that your government? Tell me right now if that's your government.
Like, you act definitively like you know for a fact.
I know for a fact. He was just over last night.
I would agree that it's probably not his name. I agree with you, but I can't say for sure. Like, you're so sure of yourself. You're like, that's not his name. You're wrong.
In my opinion, I think this is about an 85 to 90%, guys.
We got another 85. We got a fucking 97. That's really no difference. Is that 97?
This is a young Arnold. This is not the Arnold from like right now. This is a younger Arnold. You know,
the young Arnold. Yeah.
It's an 85 to 90%. I would give it.
That right there looks great.
I think it's really good, and I can't believe I'm saying this, for today's economy. And for it being a Prime 1, which we know Prime 1's fucking ridiculous, and a 1/3 scale, I think it's reasonably priced given those parameters.
Fair.
Given those parameters, it's reasonably priced.
I agree.
And I like, look at it, a J&D statue. And I'm not here to pick on J&D, so I don't want to hear your fucking crybaby comments either about J&D. But J&D, you get a 1/3 scale, very plain base, very plain statue with mixed media, and you're paying about $3K.
Hey, can you read that comment real quick, Shane?
What's that?
Can you read that comment real quick?
Yep, I agree.
I don't see a comment anyway. Again, I said his name probably isn't John Connor. I agreed, but you were so sure of yourself.
Let me be sure, Shane. Let me be sure.
Like, you're sanctimonious. You're so sanctimonious.
Anyway, yeah, great piece. Yes, they overcharged. You know, it was funny. I said it. I think it was somewhere on my post on the Facebook group. I said, Sick got on there and he commented. He was like, "Yeah, very overpriced." I said, "Yeah, overpriced, but I'm still getting it." And he's like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah, I read that. And then he's like, "Yep, getting it too."
That's interesting, though. Is it overpriced? Considering the economy, everything we do is fucking overpriced.
Yes.
Everything. But considering the economy and other prices for comparison and other 1/3 scales and the company you're getting and the details, is it overpriced comparative to other 1/3s on the market? I don't think it is.
Yes. Let me tell you why. Because it should be right around that. I don't think it's way overpriced. I think it should be right around that $1,800, $1,900 mark.
I guess it also depends, Adam, what version we're talking about. I'm talking about the regular.
About deluxe.
17.
The deluxe.
Okay, I'm talking regular at 1,700.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying like 1,800, 1,900 for the deluxe. I think I think it's probably about, maybe $200 and some change too high.
I would say I'd like to see a much lower price, but I would say for the regular 1,400 and then go up every 200 every after that. So
yeah, 200 to 300. Yeah.
But I don't think it's that bad price, the regular for 17 for a 1/3 scale, and you still get a lot of stuff compared to a J&D that's 3,000.
Well, that 17 ain't silicone though. J&D is.
Absolutely, you're right. Okay, so compared to, and there's always going to be, well, it's not the exact same. Nothing's the exact same. But you look at the Predator statues. I realize Predator is bigger, but you're looking at, $3,500 for their deluxe for Predator. Yeah. This is $1,000 cheaper.
That's huge.
So I realize
the base on a third scale Predator is like fucking.
I know. I realize
30 inches wide.
Is it $1,000 more?
Yeah.
I got fish at the bottom of my Jungle Hunter Predator. There's fish at the bottom.
That's cool. Yeah,
I got a fish tank at the bottom of my.
Adam, you should do a review on that piece.
I did do a review on it. You motherfucker. All right. Let's move on. We're all Terminator'd out.
To be fair, I don't watch your videos. I just come on the show.
I know you don't watch them. I know you don't support anything we do. Fado!
Who's we? I support Kevin. Kevin's my boy.
What's up, Fado? What's going on, man?
Where are you at?
So yeah. All right, let's move on. We got LBS.
Oh, here we go. We got Fado's making a comment here.
What do you say?
My biggest gripe with the Premier version doesn't include everything. Yeah, that's what we said, Fado.
Yeah, that's what
we're getting a Premier. It should include everything that comes in the versions before it. That's just how it is. Like when you buy a car. Exactly. When you buy a car and you get a baseline trim level, and then you go the next, it has everything the one before it has, then some, and that's just how it goes. That's how it should be with this.
Yeah.
Every car is the same. They give you everything before that. Yeah.
Every car company does that except Honda. They're shit. But every other car. I just fuck around.
All right.
Adam's a Honda guy.
I don't even know. I don't even own a Honda. No, I'm just kidding.
I love Honda.
Everyone loves Honda. They're reliable.
Hell yeah.
They make me money. All right. So
easy money. That's easy money.
Go buy Hondas.
All right, LBS guys. What do you guys think about this? I mean, a lot of people have been talking about this. Let me just air out some things that people have been talking about. Okay, I know Fatal's got a pilot. I sold it to him. No, I'm just kidding. He does have a pilot, though. I know he has a pilot.
Hondas are good cars.
LBS. A lot of people have been talking about this LBS Wolverine. A couple of the gripes that I've been talking about before we start talking about it. The musculature seems a little bit overdone.
Jay's looking into it.
The pose is a little bit weird with the overextension. Maybe with his leg looks overmuscular. The claws are a little bit longer than they should be.
Which Jay's taking care of that too.
I got you. And then
I'm just letting everyone know.
Right. And then the portrait. There was a portrait that some people didn't like.
And Jay's looking into that too.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's going to be changed, but he's looking into it.
Okay.
He's aware.
Now, I want you guys to give your honest feedback. We're going to start with Shane, go around the horn. I'm just going to go through the pictures as we're showing it. What do you guys think? And I'll give my final thoughts after you guys go through it, but of this Wolverine that's kind of been circulating online. Shane, go ahead.
I really like it, and I'll tell you why. It's different than a lot of other Wolverines. If you want your stereotypical Wolverine that's on a sentinel hand or in the danger room, or a different Wolverine pose, you could get it. Maybe not in 1/3, but I like it. There's some things that Jay's addressing, he's fixing, and that's great. It needs some tweaks, but overall, I like it.
I agree. I like it too. The base does remind me of the Predator base Hunter, which I have, but I love the base. And I do like the Wolverine as well. I mean, a couple of things. The Savage or with the bone stuff. I'm not into. I mean, I thought he was into the bone stuff when he was like a kid growing up, and then he went into this. So. But anyway, but I do like it.
What about you, Dwayne?
Yeah, I agree. Somebody said in the chat that they think this is the best licensed Wolverine to start in the market, and I think I agree with it. Previously, I didn't like the Pharaoh portrait and the bone claw arms, but when they just released the pics of the more classic looking Wolverine, I was completely sold. I love the pose. I personally don't think the claws are too long. I actually like Wolverine with longer claws. And if Jay does rework it, I hope he doesn't make it too short, because short claws is really what bothers me with Wolverine. My only gripe about it, and I pointed this out to Jay in the chat earlier this morning, was the belt loops. Mr. Kennedy just mentioned it, but historically, and to be more comic accurate, he doesn't have the belt loops in the comics. And I also think not even just to be more comic accurate, but it just looks more aesthetically pleasing without the belt loops. And maybe if the belt was just a little bit thicker. But I love the base as well. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's not the typical Sentinel or Danger Room base," but I don't have a problem with the Sentinel Danger Room bases. But now I see a lot of companies are making the Savage Land bases in response to the criticism of the Sentinel and Danger Room bases, and I think it's just going to end up being the same thing, where now you're going to start having a plethora of Savage Land bases, which I don't have a problem with neither. But it's just like,
I get
just
it.
pick like this. These are the environments that the X-Men generally are in. So as long as they're done well, I don't mind any of those bases. But in general, with not including the Feral Portrait and Dropouts, this is my favorite licensed Wolverine so far.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
So
Okay.
Some people mentioned that the hands are too big. Jay is aware of that also. Again, will he do anything about it? I guess we'll find out. But he is aware. He's heard
Oh
about
yeah.
it. One thing I never
I didn't even
understood about
notice that.
Wolverine. Go ahead, Ledge. You go first.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the hands, but yeah, they're actually pretty huge.
Yeah.
The knuckles, like the fist one.
Yep.
Yeah. If they do resize the hand, they should just resize the hands and the claws all together.
I agree.
Just proportionately, instead of maybe just shortening the claws, but maybe just doing
kinda
that
like
whole
the
hand portion all together will resolve that issue.
Okay. What were you saying, Ledge?
I like a long claw too. I like that length actually. I wouldn't want to shorten them too much either if they're going to shorten them.
Okay.
The musculature is cool to me. I think, generally, Wolverine can either be more towards the lean side or more towards the bulkier side. It's just more of a preference. I don't think you can go wrong either way. So,
Shane, what were you going to say?
The one thing I never really understood about the bone claws or about his claws. So when he has the bone claws, they're circular, right? They're round like a bone,
Yeah.
which is fine, makes sense. But then when adamantium gets put over top, they're no longer round. They become really thin.
Smooth. Yeah.
Why does the bone shape change? Because they get covered in metal. That I never understood. Why aren't his claws circle? I guess then they wouldn't be sharp on the sides. They'd only be pointy. But so I get it. Then the bone claws should be looking like the metal claws. The shape, they shouldn't be rounded.
I actually like the straighter looking claws more than the round looking claws.
So do I. I'm just saying, if the bone claws are rounded, once you coat them with metal, the shape shouldn't change. The metal claws should be rounded. So then make the bone claws thinner and more narrow like the metal claws. It just technically doesn't make any sense.
Let's just say adding adamantium to the skeleton creates some structural changes in the skeleton itself. Comic logic. I don't know.
Exactly. Comic. Exactly.
Right. I'm just saying, people nitpick, well, the claws are too long and they wouldn't retract into his arm and this and that.
Yeah.
All valid points. Well, then the shape of his bones shouldn't change when you pour metal over top of it to make it a whole new shape.
No,
That doesn't make any
logically speaking, you're right, Shane, but we got to give it to the comics for that, to let them change
But
that.
aesthetically, it makes sense. Aesthetically, it looks, and it would be kind of shitty to have these big claws and they're pointy at the end, but the rest of it is rounded and you can't cut anything.
Yeah, they wanted to make him look sweet.
So I understand why, but then change the bone claws.
All right. So here's my thoughts on this piece. I hear some people talking about, hey, the musculature looks odd. It looks weird. The arms look a little misproportioned or something like that. Let me tell you something. I get that, and I hear you, and I'm not discounting what you're saying, but if you ever picked up a comic book, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. What I'm saying, if you pick up a comic book and you read, there's so many different types of versions of Wolverine. And comic books are made to make things look over exaggerated.
Yeah, exaggerated.
Right? So, yeah, his muscle looks mutated because he's a mutant.
I got no problem with the musculature, like none.
I know, but I'm just saying, for example, like certain things are larger or bigger or longer. You see so many different versions of it in the comic book, and we give it no second thought, like, hey, yeah, that's another version of it. But now we do because we're thinking about buying an expensive piece that costs money, right?
Right.
But and it's all our personal preference. But for me, the musculature and the legs and the arms and the hand is a little big. You get these over exaggerated things in the comic book. Is that something that they were aiming for? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe they weren't. But it just matters of what your perception of Wolverine is and how you like him. I think the pose is not bad. I like the pose. This base does remind me of the big game cover art Predator. It's very Predator-ish.
Yeah.
And
Exactly what I thought about.
Yep. And the plants look, I wonder how these plants look in real life. Are they going to look a little plasticky? Because the Predator big game did. It did look a little plasticky. Now, one thing that I will tell you that I don't like about it, the thing that I don't like about it the most is this.
Same.
This portrait just does not look right to me. I think this is the opposite. This looks right to me. This doesn't look right to me. And
what do you think of the other portrait with the bandana?
I like that one. I like that.
I think it's really good that Jay gave you a classic Wolverine, and then he gives you an unmasked Wolverine, and then he gives you a fucking feral beast with the bandana and the bone claws. And if people don't like it, and I know a lot of people don't, they're like, "Oh, this is stupid. That doesn't. I don't." Fair enough. You don't have to display it, but at least the people who do like it have it as an option. It's something different. What other statue company gives you this version of Wolverine just as a side? It's not like this is the statue and you have no swap outs. Then I could.
Yeah. I think he's given us a lot of good options. I think the pose is good. I think they're accurate. I mean, he even showed the cover of what he took this off of. We got to remember, they're taking this off the cover, off of something that they think is popular enough that they can make a statue or they think is cool.
We are still getting feedback from someone.
It might be you. It might be Ledge. I'm not sure.
I'm going to say it's Ledge. Ledge, you son of a bitch. Stop
I haven't done anything different.
I know, but the feedback's been there the whole time. I was just kind of hoping it would go away, but it hasn't. I'll tell you what, Ledge. I'm going to mute you for a sec. Yeah, see, you're muted and the feedback's gone.
It might be your volume on your. I
think it's the volume.
If you're watching it on a separate device, Ledge, if you're watching it on a TV or something, the feedback will come through. You won't be able to hear it, but we will.
It's very faint. It's not very loud.
No, I hear it though.
Yeah.
Going back to this portrait is just not it, guys. It's not it. That's the only gripe I have about this thing.
I like the hair and the facial hair. Just they need to work on the face.
Yeah. Everything else looks good.
Like, to me, it looks like some exaggerated Eric Sosa portrait.
But the positives. I appreciate the fact that Jay asks us for our feedback. I appreciate that he gives us the swap outs. I appreciate that he makes these changes for collectors that buy his statues. So big kudos to Jay for that. You know what I mean? I want to give him his props where it's due. So
Jay is like Ant. He's a collector. He's a fan of this stuff. He does it for, yes, again, it's a business. Of course, he's in it to make money, but he does it for passion and he does it for love. So all the respect in the world for, and I've known Jay Sia for the last 6 years, well before LBS was even a thing, back when he was with Halima. He created Halima. I have his Maestro on throne. Jay's a fantastic stand-up guy. Great guy in the community.
Big shout out to Jay. Moving on. Do we have anybody else in the chat that's got anything to add before we move on?
A lot of people hate that portrait, and overall like the statue, but some people waiting to see what changes are going to be made.
Okay.
I put everyone's stuff up there. You just don't notice. You're busy doing your thing. So
okay, no, it's all good.
I got it.
All right. So my favorite part of the show. Do you guys see this masterpiece?
Mine too.
That Megatron looks amazing.
Do you see this masterpiece in front of you, D3? Do you see it?
Yeah. It's
the
beautiful.
problem with that Megatron. I have to.
Here comes the Debbie Downer police. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
When you're going to spend $2,000 plus on a statue, I'm going to have a little critique. First of all, XM Studios, this big company, they put up these great statues, although lately I don't understand why they can't take better fucking pictures. I realize before it goes out for PO, you're going to have high quality pictures. I get that. But first impressions, right? Remember what they say about first impressions. Your first impression is with the cell phone camera. Like, you can't do a few 4K pictures before the con starts and throw it on your Facebook group. Makes no sense to me. Art has been saying for years about XM, he doesn't understand why they don't put out better prototype pictures. They put out shitty pictures and they get hammered for it every fucking time. I can't understand what they can't figure out about that. Like, they're not fucking retarded. Take better pictures. I don't get it.
So on that note, Shane is 100% right. 1,000,000% right. I think, you know, if you're making these masterpieces and they look gorgeous, right? You, especially if people are buying them, you want, you know, high resolution 4K, like the highest resolution you can, especially if you're putting out product, right? Because people are not seeing this in real life. They're seeing this based on pictures. Now, this picture right here is not, I don't think this is XM taking this picture right here. This is somebody else. I could be wrong. But
no, anyway. I think you're right. It's not, they didn't even take pictures. And take some pictures of your piece and then post it on your Facebook group. Like, really good pictures. Don't have to do it in a studio. Do it right there. But take some good 4K pictures and post it. That's not hard. You're looking at 5 minutes of work.
All right. Well, let's go back to this statue for these two statues, right?
Sorry, Adam. That aside, I want to see better quality pictures because I'm not sure about the paint. XM Transformer line has been great, but XM is notorious for having very dull, muted paint on a lot of their statues, like their X-Men, some of their Spidey villains. It's done well, but it's very dark and muted. It doesn't pop. And I'm worried that this is not going to pop, that the purples are really dull and muted, as opposed to Prime1's Megatron T-Rex.
Fair enough. So just so you guys know about this, the scale, I want to bring up the scale for a second. These are not like the regular scaled Transformers that, you know, you get the 1/10 scale that like Shane collects, right?
They're not?
No. So
I didn't know that.
So these are, I think they're saying it's a non-scale. I could be wrong. They're saying it's a non-scale. So if you do have the Gen 1 Transformers that you get from XM, when you display them, you can still display these next to them, so it still looks good in your display. I think that's what they were aiming for, okay? Because this Megatron is not that scale if you were to put them next to something like a Galvatron, okay? So they made them bigger so they can look better for your display, from what I understand. Now, I was a huge Beast Wars fan. I was not a Gen 1 fan. I caught up with Transformers later as a child, and I caught up with them during the Beast Wars era when they had that, you know, that TV show, and they landed on the planet or whatever. They had Cheetor, they had all the characters, Rhinox. They were all my like favorite characters, right? So this statue, when I see it, is like so nostalgic. When I see the Megatron, especially, I think he's just done so well. Mm-hmm. Especially like this picture. Like, look at this. Look at this. This head is unbelievable.
So cool.
Yeah. I think that's the best selling point on the Megatron.
This is like if Megatron walked off, it doesn't look exactly like, the animated series, but like if he was real, this is how he would look. So I'm going to go around the horn again. I know Shane gave his thoughts. I want to hear from Ledge and from D3.
Well, technically, I just gave my thoughts about the pictures and the paint.
Go ahead. Give your thoughts.
Overall,
let's talk about the Megatron.
Think it works great, and I am potentially buying this statue. Potentially.
Bro, I might be
depending on the actual paint quality.
Yeah. What do you think, Ledge?
Me, I'm not gonna get these. I gotta say no to the Beast Wars stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Are you familiar with them, or did you watch them when you were younger, or anything like that?
I didn't watch them when I was younger. Just the movies that have come out with, the more up to date ones.
Okay. You're talking about the Bale Transformers and stuff, or not the Bale? Excuse me, the Michael Bay, the Bay Formers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about you, D3? Are you a fan?
Yeah, just a lot like you. I kind of missed the whole G1 phase, and I was first really introduced to Transformers through Beast Wars. I think I used to watch it in the morning before I went to school, and I loved it. This is super nostalgic for me as well, and I think the piece is at least like a 9 out of 10. I can't even find anything that I have a problem with, to be honest.
Here, man.
Might be a 10 out of 10, and especially that dino head on the arm. I mean, this is a knockout the park. Like, this is just right in line with the quality that XM brings to their Transformers line. So
well said.
I love it.
Well said, my friend. Yeah, totally love this statue. The skin, as it goes from like his regular organic type skin to his biomechanics, I think it is flawlessly done. I love to see the T-Rex head. I think that looks good. His portrait, that is a very menacing, I'm laughing at you kind of deal. I love that. I love the pose. I just think they did a really good job portraying Megatron in this from Beast Wars.
To what you said, as far as the skin and the mechanical part, like the juxtaposition of those two things is just amazing. Like how you have both vibes, that organic skin film, and then right into the mechanical parts of his body. I really, really love that.
Yeah,
it's a great balance between the two.
Looks so good. I agree.
So good, man. And I never thought I would buy a Transformers. I might be getting this, man. It's just that good. It's that good. Shane, I wanted to ask you one question. I know that we talked about the pose before, and we wanted them to pose facing each other. Now that we see them kind of done, what do you think about the poses now? Do you feel the same way, or you think it turned out okay?
So, did they change it? I can't remember what it was before. Was that how it was, or did they change it? I don't think they changed it, right?
I don't think they changed it. No, we just saw silhouettes of it, but now we're seeing the real deal.
Yeah, because if Megatron turns to his left to face Optimus, that's perfect. That way you have the T-Rex head on the outside, which is what you want to see.
Yep.
They could have easily done, so you can't really fuck Megatron around because his T-Rex head is on the right arm. So you can't swap that. So logically, you would change Optimus because he's got no distinguishing features on his body. He could easily just have held that sword in his left hand and had his, just swap them. So I think that's a big miss. I don't know how many people would have paired them facing each other, but there was no reason not to do it. I think it was a big miss.
Okay.
And am I a fan of the Apocalypse, fucking Captain Morgan pose, like the 30 other XM statues that have that pose? No, but it's not too bad here. His arm's not as high in the air. It doesn't look as stupid. So I'm okay with it. And I wouldn't get the Optimus anyway. So, but for people who do, it would have been nice to give them the option to pair them facing each other if that's what you wanted to do. It would have, it's a miss. I don't know, but I don't know why they don't think of that before they make these statues. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. And what do you guys think about the Optimus? Do you like the Optimus Primal?
I think it looks great. And just like the cartoon, he's a lot smaller than Megatron.
Yep.
But
the scale's right. Yeah.
Right. But in a statue, it comes off as him being too small, even though
that's my major problem.
But what looks good in a comic book doesn't always translate well to what looks good in person 3D.
Good point.
So,
Good point. Yep.
But I'm not advocating they should have made Optimus bigger, because then that's not true to the source material, and maybe that wouldn't even get approved by Hasbro. So
good point.
That's for me personally. That's specifically what I'm advocating. Because XM tends to take liberties in so many other different ways, and there are so many cases where they may be, a lot of their pieces may be out of scale. These are as well. Since they're already out of scale, I think it would have done them a little bit of justice to make Optimus a little bit bigger, just visually when these two appear together. Like whenever you have two characters that are like each other's nemesis, it's in a physical form like a statue. I think it's way more appealing to the eye to have them closer in size, even if it might not be 100% accurate. I'm not saying making the same exact size, but just slightly bigger, or maybe even put him on a larger base so that he reaches Megatron a little bit more.
So it displays right. Yeah. So it displays right.
But, the Optimus in general isn't as good as the Megatron. It is a decent piece, but it's nowhere near the Megatron. But it could have done a little bit of justice by just kind of lifting them up a little higher. And just like Shane said as well, maybe if they face each other as well, once again, you got two characters that are nemesis of each other. If you have them facing off, you can't go wrong.
And, they didn't want to change Prowl, even though he looked a little small, but he was accurate to the height when they had him compared to Galvatron. And Aang was saying he's accurate, he's exact height, and he's right. He is the exact height. It's accurate to the source material, and he wouldn't budge on it, even though people wanted it a little bit bigger. So he's not going to do it with the Optimus. I get that. He wants completely to be true to the source material and accurate. But where was that logic when you made that giant blue fucking Mystique and she's like 3 inches taller than she should be? Where was that shit on a bunch of your other statues that are either way too big or way too small? Where was
even
that?
When people criticized the new Jean Grey, they released a statement saying how the sizing is accurate, but we're still going to increase the size by 5%. So it's kind of confusing. Like, where do you really stand?
There's no consistency.
Exactly.
You're picking and choosing which one you're going to be consistent with because it fits your agenda.
And to your point, it may have something to do with what might get approved and what might, depending on the licensor. But at least make the attempt. And if that is the case, just let us know. Like, hey, based on the licensee is not going to let us.
Yeah. If we say make Optimus Prime 15% bigger, and they say we checked into it and Hasbro won't allow us, fair enough. There you go.
Yeah, at least communicate with us
where it's accurate, and then a bunch of your other pieces are not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
God, look at this foot, man. Like,
yeah, I'm quite possibly going to be getting this one, depending again on what the paint actually looks like. Because right now it's a little dull and muted, and that's not how I want them. That purple should pop.
What do you think about price? What do you guys think about price? How much do you think it'll cost?
I thought they had the price too.
Oh, is it up? Is it up already?
I'll tell you in a sec here. I got it here.
It was like $26.99, so probably like 22 to 23 US dollars.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something else I got the price for.
I don't think it's up yet. Oh.
I thought they had them on plaques at the con next to the statue.
They did actually. I didn't catch it. I got pictures of it. I got to dig through it, but yeah. Anyway. They'll probably be in line with the other Transformers. I don't see why they would be like way off, but we'll see.
I would say that lava on the base for Megatron is probably the only thing that could use a little work. Maybe the paint can make it
a little lackluster. Yeah, I see you on that. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, like this, like, come on. Yeah. Thing looks
overall, it does look good, but
Megatron is going to get the most attention, but I'm like, if I get him, I'm going to get the Optimus too. So
like people are saying, well, Megatron looks so much better than Optimus because he's bigger, and you're comparing a Tyrannosaurus Rex to a gorilla. Of course, the T-Rex is going to look cooler. There's no fucking.
Hey, Carl is saying something there too. Megatron, $26.99, and then Primal is $18.99, but that's not USD. So we would just have to see what that is USD. Let me see what that is USD real quick.
I did get 2 better pictures here, Adam. Someone just posted on Facebook a close-up picture of the T-Rex head and Megatron's portrait. If you want to put it on. Do it, Monkey.
Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. And then we got to move on. We got other pictures to go through, but let me see.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit.
It's good that we're having discussion about it, though. You know, it's
agreed.
Oh, my man, Kevin, I see you, bro. Still posting pictures in the Facebook group.
Right?
Giving us some good stuff. Let me just show this. I'll show it after this because Shane sent me something, but yeah. Man, he got us some good pictures. Did you put it in our private group? Let's see.
Well, yeah, you looked at it.
Okay. Let's see. Pull this up. Share screen. There it is. Looks good.
It does. I'd be interested to see if there's a different portrait, though. I like it. I don't love it.
You don't like the lines in it.
I really don't. It's too much.
Yeah, I know you. Yep.
It's unnecessary. I get adding extra detail to everything so you could see the robotics and the mechanics of the Transformer. I get that. But there's no reason to put lots of cracks in his face for no reason. Like, there's no reason. There's no advantage.
Yeah. Kevin, we're going to show this here in a second. I appreciate you doing that, buddy. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to this. All right, guys. Let's move on. All right. So we got the Loki from XM.
Oh,
So this Loki got kind of mixed. How do you say? They got mixed feedback. I would say mixed feedback. So I'm not a big fan of Loki, but what are you guys? What are your thoughts on this Loki? The portrait. Let's start with the portrait first. What do we think about that? By the way, this is an XM picture. I think this is what Shane's talking about.
Oh, and Carl just sent me a message really quick. Megatron is 2600 SGD and Optimus is 19 SGD.
Yeah, but what is that USD?
Isn't that roughly for Megatron about 18 and for Optimus about 13, 12?
How much did you say for Megatron? $26.99?
I think it's 2600. I'll double check right here.
SGD to USD.
Yeah, it's $25.99.
So $2,000 for Megatron.
Right.
Yeah.
And then a little less for
Optimus is 1900 SGD, so probably around 12-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as this Loki goes, I think the portrait is what's off.
The portrait is terrible.
A better portrait would make the statue better. I saw the video of Gem Mint standing next to it, and it looked like a good size, and it had some good presence to it. But the portrait looks a little off, I think. That's the only thing I would, I don't like about it. Put it that way.
I'm not a Loki. I don't follow Loki at all. I mean, but I like it. I like the designs. I mean, if we're looking at the pros and the cons, the pros, I like the details in the boots throughout the sword.
I think it's actually cool that he's sitting on a giant frost giant sword.
Yeah, that's cool. That is
That's
cool.
awesome.
He's got the very cocky look like he usually does, you know?
Except the portrait is not great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like that right there looks, in my opinion, fucking terrible.
What's
terrible for XM quality? That's terrible.
I mean, it's comic-y, but it's still not good. You know, change that, and the whole statue would be great. I think it would be really nice.
That's my biggest issue with this statue is that portrait or the portraits.
Yeah, I'm not a Loki fan, but you know, if you are, it's not bad looking.
Yeah, I feel the same about the portraits. I think that was the worst part of the statue. But I'm also not a fan of the pose. I think the pose is just it's kind of lackluster. It's kind of really lacks inspiration. Doesn't really speak to the character much. You know, he's the trickster god of storytelling, depending on, you know, which source material you want to draw from. And I feel like there could have been more of that incorporated into the statue. I think he has a lot of character to his personality that you could have, you know, put within the statue. And I think they just
like you could have portrayed, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they set him on their sword, put a rock base, and call it a day. I feel like, you know.
Mr. Kennedy says this feels like a settle piece.
Yeah,
I see people trying to unload this piece when a better one become. So there are multiple customs of Loki right now, and like the last drone sells for a retarded amount of money. Beautiful piece, but sells for absolutely ridiculous amount of money. There are better options, in my opinion, for a Loki. Licensed? No. But unlicensed? Most definitely. There's several Lokis out there that are fantastic.
Okay. There's one that has stuff right now. That's a really great option. And there's also another one that's in production. That's really dope as well. So, you know, with those out there, it's like if I was gonna look for a Loki, this definitely wouldn't be it.
But if you do like it, buy it, because we're just giving our opinions. So if you like it, buy it. But yeah, I agree with what these guys are saying. The portrait doesn't do it for me.
You never know. They might change it. There's still plenty of time to change the portrait too and make it a greater statue.
That's true.
You never know.
Moving on, we got the samurai. I think this is a 1/6 diorama. I could be wrong. I think it's a 1/6 diorama.
Is it only 1/6? Yeah.
I think it is 1/6. Yes. But these are all the characters from the most of the characters from the samurai line.
I was going to say not all of them.
Yeah. Looks good. If you're into the samurai line, got Batgirl, Robin, Shogun, Batman. You got the was it Red Hood? I don't know who these other characters are. But
so, in my opinion, first of all, I'm not a samurai fan. I don't samurai stuff, but I think the samurai line looks really, really good. Mm-hmm. It's super cool, really good. Not my thing, but looks awesome.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of statues like this, me personally, and I'll tell you why. If you're going to have this, you have to have, in my opinion, all the bad guys from the samurai line, not just some. Otherwise, to me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just me. Some people might go, well, I don't collect samurai, and this is a one good piece to have all of them in there. Sure, that's great. I'm just saying, for me personally, if I did collect samurai, I would want all the characters in there. Just like I cannot believe for Batman Insanity, they left out the Joker or the Riddler. Great piece, really cool concept. Absolutely blows my mind how you don't put a fucking Riddler, but you put a Man-Bat. Are you kidding me?
Jarhead actually said they're making a companion villain piece.
I just don't get it.
I like this armor though. I like samurai stuff. I think this looks good.
I do like the samurai line myself. I was debating on the Red Hood by XM recently. I like that one, but it's a smaller piece, and that was kind of the only thing that held me back. But it's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, you got the midget size in your house. You got like a lot of half scale stuff, don't you, Ledge?
Well, yeah, not much. I'm not really going more half scales. I like third, but I dabble in whatever, 1/4 and up, really. I won't buy smaller. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, cool stuff. If you guys like samurai stuff, XM's coming out with a nice dio. You got Catwoman right there. She looks nice.
Did you see that Witcher 1/2?
Yeah, we actually got that coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no problem.
The one thing I do like about the samurai piece, opposed to the other group dials, is that there's more space in between the characters, so you can appreciate them more. I feel like the other ones are a little too cluttered.
That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys quickly. Out of everything you've seen so far, not this statue, the 1/4 scale, what's your favorite samurai piece in the line? If you had to pick one.
Horse. Shogun on horse.
On the horse.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take the horse out of there.
Version B.
The horse out. That's the
Shogun.
best one.
Because no
I'd
one
go
else
with
is on a
version
fucking
B.
horse. That's why.
Red Hood.
Probably Red Hood, yeah, for me as well.
Red Hood.
Red Hood too? What about you, Ledge?
I like the version B Shogun.
Okay.
I was close
I'm
to
going to
getting
go
that
with-
actually right now as we speak.
I know it hasn't been released yet, but I'm going with Killer Croc. That piece.
Oh, well, yeah. You're talking about unreleased.
Bananas to me.
Oh yeah,
Bananas.
I agree. Yeah.
I
Killer
like
Croc.
that myself.
Otherwise, it might have been Red Hood, but it's Killer Croc by a mile for me. I love that piece.
I agree.
Yeah, just because of the presence that one brings, I would go with that one as well.
Red Hood
I
would
was
probably be
debating
number
on
2.
that one or the Prime1 diorama, so that's why I went with the diorama.
Right.
But I do love the XM one. I was trying to find, to get it, but I'm like, I don't, there's just too much good stuff coming out, and there's only so much money
There
to
is.
go
Yeah,
around.
that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys like samurai stuff, this is like an excellent piece, especially if you want something that's smaller and it captures all the characters.
Yeah.
There you go. Anything in the chat there that we need to address?
A lot of people saying Red Hood, some saying Croc, Robin, just their favorites.
All right.
Shogun. Jarhead likes a Shogun. There's no wrong choice. First of all,
No wrong
it's
choice.
subjective. It's
Yeah,
whatever
that
you
Shogun is amazing. I just love that one myself.
They're all
Yeah.
nice. Although, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this piece. This is my least favorite.
This
I think
one-
it looks good. Something about this Batman and
Yeah.
Samurai just
I don't like the
know
wing.
what you're doing. It doesn't go together, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too futuristic to be Samurai.
Well, I mean, that's Batman Beyond, though, right? Batman
Yeah.
Beyond is futuristic, but I just find this to be a little busy.
Hence
Yeah.
why it shouldn't be Samurai, in my opinion. It's my least favorite of
Sure.
what I've seen.
I like his outfit. I just don't really like the wings. Kind of like a winged Venom. I'm not.
I also
into
don't
a
like the
winged
base.
Venom.
You said you don't like the wings, Ledge?
Yeah, I like everything else but the wings.
Okay.
But you got to have the wings on this version of Batman.
Yeah, no, I know. I just I don't like the winged Venom. No.
Yeah. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
really
it looks
know.
bad, but there's got to be one of them in the line that's your least favorite. This is mine.
Yeah.
Same. I think this is the worst one by far, actually.
Like that
Yep.
base, the colors, it just doesn't. I don't know.
It's very
I'm not a fan.
busy. Very busy.
It
Got a
is
lot
very
going
busy.
on. Yeah, it's got a lot going on. I do like the details and when you zoom in and you look at some of it, but I think it has so much detail that remember when I was saying less is more? This is too much to me. But and I like Batman Beyond.
Mhm.
But
And
yeah.
you like Samurai.
And I like Samurai. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, this just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it was the pictures. I got this off of XM's website.
There you go. The
But
picture.
this is the picture quality that Shane was talking about. And I'm not saying that this is a piece of crap picture, but it's not the best. It's not the best.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised. Getting to the point that Shane made, I'm surprised. The first pictures that should ever come out on a piece
should be the best.
should be 4K, Perfect pictures.
Right.
First impressions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you got that guy that likes samurai stuff, and he's your potential buyer.
Yes. Exactly.
Why would I take pictures on a Cricket phone and then send it to you?
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
dude. Exactly.
But shout out to the people with Cricket phones. All right, let's move on. Here's another picture by XM. Jesus.
Fuck.
This looks like it was taken in someone's closet.
With the flip phone.
With no lights on, just
XM, we love you. XM, we love you, but you got to do better.
Wake the fuck up. This isn't fucking rocket science. Wake up.
presentation is
There's a reason
success.
your sales are going down. 1, not listening to customers. 2, your shitty art direction on some pieces. And 3, your fucking pictures are shit.
Let Shane get it out. You got it out, Shane?
Wake up. I love XM. They're my favorite licensed company. But
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
agree.
seeing, I don't get it. Like little things like that. I don't get it.
You know
That's
why
what I
Shane's
was
allowed
saying.
to say that? You know why
That's what
Shane's
I'm-
allowed to say that? Because he's got a bunch of your statues sitting on his shelves.
I own, I think, about 20, 25 XM statues, give or
That's
take.
it. That's it. So you only got invested like 30 grand? That's it? Yeah, I
They
think you
make
have
up
a say,
about a
man.
third of my collection.
I think you have a say then, my man. All right,
Yeah,
anyway, here's the symbiote Spider-Man. It's a symbiote Spider-Man. They didn't even this is not even keyed in all the way.
Chris Tron, everyone that has Cricket phone just left the chat.
I know. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I use Cricket too, but I don't. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a symbiote Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's all right. There's some cool things going on the base. I like the webbing holding shit up.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah, it'd
cool.
be
Like, is
would
it for me?
definitely be cool
No, it's
for
not for me.
$500, you know?
I'd rather have the sideshow one than this.
They got the Fisk name in the bricks.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like the hanging brick with the webs and stuff. I do. I always loved the Black Spider-Man growing up. I thought it was awesome.
Yep. I don't think this is anything like blow out of the water, but it's nice.
That's the thing with XM. They used to, and you can't always be firing on all cylinders. You're going to have hits and misses. I get it. But it seems like XM used to have a lot more hits and then a few misses. And now it's
More misses, yeah.
starting to become more misses. And
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just in quicksand and they just don't know how to get out. I don't know if they're blind by arrogance and they don't see it. I don't know, but it just, this is not a bad piece, but that's just it. It's not a bad piece.
It's an average
but now
piece.
prices are way
Yeah.
too high to spend on not a bad piece.
Exactly.
When it was $400,
Yeah.
I could buy not a bad piece for
Yep.
$300. But for $1,000, I'm not buying not a bad piece.
Exactly.
I agree.
100%.
Well said, my man. Preach, Shane.
100%, dude.
It's the mead. It's the mead, boys.
All right, guys. Moving on.
Yes,
we got
yes.
we got the XM. This is
Strovia.
from, yes. This is, what is that comic called again? I actually read it and I can't remember of it. It was something of Steel, Knights of Steel. I think it was called Knights of Steel. I read the comic. It was good. But now XM is coming out with their versions of those statues. So you got the Batman one.
Oh, yes, another Batman statue. Fuck yeah.
Hell
It's been
yeah.
like 16 hours. I was hoping someone would release another Batman statue.
I actually don't think this looks bad though. Like it's probably because I read it and I like it.
It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
A lot of these Batman statues look really good.
Like look at this.
I'm just tired of seeing them, but they
Better
look,
than the Superman, in my opinion.
Right.
But,
well, it makes more sense than the Superman.
Yeah.
If anyone needs armor, it's Batman.
And Shane, I was just saying in one of our group chats that I think we should be thankful that every statue they put out is not a banger, because all it does is going to put more stress on us because we're going to want it. So it's easier to put out pieces that we can say no to and just
Yeah.
breathe.
We need those average pieces.
Yes.
So you're right, Ledge, but I'll play devil's advocate. And ultimately, I absolutely do agree with you. But devil's advocate, if someone's a big XM fan and let's say they have a line and now they're waiting for the next XM piece and it comes out and it's a miss.
Yeah.
That
Now
sucks
there's
for them.
storage.
That's the problem. Guys like
Yeah.
you and me who aren't collecting a whole line, but we just buy individual pieces,
Yeah.
that's fine. Because if I can't get it from XM, I'll get it from one of the 30 custom groups I'm part of. Not
Yeah,
a big
you're
deal.
right.
Someone will do it. But if it's part of a line, and let's say a samurai line, and you really dislike that piece coming out, it's going to be hard to supplement that character in samurai version somewhere else. So
Yeah, you're right.
that's why I feel bad for those collectors that have that. On
Well,
that
I
note,
think-
I'm going to drink more.
I think this. Yeah, you need to drink more.
Shane.
You're doing a lot of
No,
walking and not enough drinking. I need you to do more drinking. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Shane is saying, 100%. I mean, I like Batman. Do we see a lot of Batman statues? Yeah, that shit's never gonna stop. I already had my rant about that last episode, but I like this. I like this statue.
I think
like
it
the
looks
detail.
really cool.
I
Yeah.
like the detail. Yep. I like the armor. I like the weathered look. I like the leather pouches. I especially like the shoulder pads and the knee pads. You can see right
I
here.
just think it's really, really niche. And I wonder how
It is.
many people are going to buy this. Not that it doesn't look good, but space and the price,
Exactly.
people are buying this. I don't know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it will be low. ES.
I think it's a 200 ES. I think
Oh,
it's got.
that's very low. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I thought I saw
Or-
200.
That's more than Beast Wars Megatron.
Really?
That's more than Galvatron.
What is the
That's
ES
more
on
than
those?
Prowl.
What's the ES? Oh, 150? I know Prowl's 150, I believe.
Prowl's 150, Megatron's 199. They just come up with this stupid fucking number. Megatron's 199, Galvatron's 199.
Okay.
Let me see, because I think these went up for pre-order already.
This
I kind of think it's odd that Prowl and it went for 150, 150 ES, and all the others are 199. I'm surprised they're just not 199 straight across
Edition
the board.
size, 199.
okay. Carl
is-
has it right here. If you think Batman Samurai is niche, this is even more niche. That's exactly what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Carl's right. Yeah.
it's not bad. It's just really, really. It's like ultra niche.
Superman's got the same edition size. We're going to go through his armor. So he's got this for Superman, you have the same kind of armor, well, different kind of armor, but same concept. So, this is a medieval kind of Superman.
Here's
I like
what
it.
I never understood though. It's Superman. First of all, let's get past the point where he doesn't need to wear armor. Fair enough. He looks like I get it.
Yeah.
But it's Superman, right?
Yep.
We know he's wearing armor. He's got armor on his hands. So when he punches something, that armor is going to disintegrate.
Yep.
So why would you have armor on your hands? Like, would you have 1,000 fucking gauntlets like on
Is it-
standby so you could
is it-
replace them every punch you take? Like it
I'm
doesn't.
going to
What I
answer your
do-
question. I'm going to answer your question because it looks cool.
I do prefer the armor on his head, though, to cover up that portrait.
That yeah, like I'm
So this
you
is
talk
without
about
the armor.
niche. This
You
is
can-
niche again. Same line.
This is without the armor.
This is horrible, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But I'll try to play devil's advocate because it's what I do. I don't like this at all, but I don't know this version of Superman.
Fair.
And maybe if I did, I would think it's extremely well done and I would love it. But I just cannot get on board with this version of Superman at
For
all.
me, reading the comic,
Yeah.
I don't think this looks bad. If I didn't read the comic, I would feel the way D3 feels. I'm being serious.
Carl says Clark Kent cosplaying as Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. This, to me, is the same as Superman with a beard. I do not know Superman with a beard. That's not my Superman. So, there's differences.
It's just
you
a
know?
matter of preference.
Yeah,
I-
exactly. Yep.
At least Superman
I
with
like-
a beard looks cool. This does not, in my
Well,
opinion.
yeah.
If I was going to get these,
Anyone
by the
with
way-
a beard looks cool.
I do like them. I do like them. I don't like this one as much. I do like, this one. If I was going to get one, it would be the armored one. They explain, like with Batman in the comic, they explain that he doesn't know that he has powers. In the comic, Batman is a brother. He's the bastard step child or whatever in the comic. And he doesn't realize that he's like a half brother to Superman.
Oh.
So he has powers and he doesn't know it yet. He finds out later.
Batman has powers?
Yes. So they go on a mission.
Why does he need powers if he could beat anyone with prep time?
That's right.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
So they got the armor for Batman. Does he need the armor? No. Does it make it look cool? Yes. So,
Yes.
I think people are going to buy it? Yeah, guys, I think people will buy this. Yes. But,
I wouldn't get either piece, obviously, but I really think this Batman looks fucking fantastic. Like, I think that's a beautiful piece. I can't get on board with the Superman. I'm not saying it's done badly. I don't like the concept. I don't like the look. But the Batman, I think, looks badass.
Do you like the Superman armor?
I like that.
The armor itself, yes, but the fact that it's on Superman, I can't get over. It makes no sense.
Okay.
Same.
This is a hard skip for me. This is how he looks in. This is how he looks in the comic, by the way.
Best. It doesn't make sense.
He looks like this in the comic, by the way. I mean, this is it. But yeah, I get it. I don't like XM's got this thing about no expression again, but whatever.
Yeah.
I want to ask Cab, what do you think, and everyone in the chat, what do you think the music today versus the music that is normally playing? What do you guys think? Your honest opinion. You like it? Do you not like it? Did you not even
say anything? I'm not gonna say anything.
What do you think?
We'll wait.
What music are you talking about?
I'd say it's good.
What music are you talking about?
The background music right now playing.
To be honest, I'm not sure about the difference.
You can't hear it over Legend's feedback, but it's no. I'm just fucking with the Legend.
Are you serious? Do you still hear something?
No,
you're fine.
Okay.
Legend. Shane's just being a douchebag.
It's all good, Legend. I'm messing with you.
I like this, but I like what's normally played.
Okay, all right, yeah. You hear that, Shane? He likes what's normally played too.
Yeah, he's just being nice so he gets invited back. Don't worry, Dwayne. I'm the one who invited you, and I'll invite you back.
He is always invited back. All right, let's move on.
I'll tell you truth. Adam doesn't care for you, Dwayne. I love you.
Oh my God, he's so full of shit. Don't listen to
that.
anything.
I don't believe, man.
He stirs the pot, bro. Like that's what his job is.
Anyone who knows me knows I don't do that.
All right. Anyway, Weta 1/6 scale, because we got to get through these pictures, or else we'll be here for 3 years. Weta's got this 1/6 scale stuff coming out coming from Lord of the Rings. This is Arwen. $400, not bad. Weta's got a huge 1/6 collection. So if you collect it, there is a ton of cool 1/6 scale statues coming from Weta. So this just
Weta has absolutely proven themselves with their statue quality.
Yep.
They make some real bangers. So
100%. Yep.
Let's see the likeness on this bitch. Zoom in.
It's all right for a 1/6.
For 1/6, it's okay.
Not bad.
I mean, for $400, it's still. I still can't believe we're paying $400 for a 1/6, but it's crazy how quickly we just accept things for as it is, eh?
Yep. And then this is what's his name? Is it Oregon?
Mitchell says the music today is terrible.
You said what now?
The music today is terrible.
It is terrible.
Then he says, "Oh, I thought you meant music in general." So he's not talking about your music that you're playing, Adam. Necessarily, maybe he is.
No, I agree. I agree with him. Music is terrible. I can't stand.
Whenever I have people over and we have drinks, or I have my poker nights or whatever with the boys, I'm always listening to like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I don't listen to anything new, like nothing.
So this is a half scale. How do you say his name? Aragorn from
Aragorn. Fan are you?
Aragorn, whatever, from Infinity Studios. This is a half scale.
Half scale. I think the likeness is fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
I actually sent you a picture of a side by side.
That looks like a picture of him.
Like, this is how you do a likeness.
Hell yeah.
This looks like a still shot of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the picture, Adam? I sent you it. There's him and the actual actor from a movie clip side by side.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
No, it looks perfect though. It does.
This looks really good.
This is a fucking likeness. This is what you get. If J&D did this and was charging their prices, I'd still think they're overpriced, but at least the likeness is bang on. I couldn't say shit about it. Like, the
It'd be
likeness,
more valid.
it's a great job on the likeness, J&D.
Yeah. That's a half scale Infinity. And then we got a custom Wolverine on Juggernaut.
So Juggernaut's my boy. He's one of my top favorite villains in Marvel. I love Juggernaut. Not a fan of this version. Like, I don't like the mask, how his mouth is open. I like the traditional Juggernaut helmet. But I think the concept is cool.
You said you don't like his mask?
Yeah, I don't like how it's open on the mouth and that. That's not how his helmet's supposed to be.
You like the Wolverine?
That's his, like, Avengers outfit. It's not my favorite. I like the 90s Stan Lee outfit.
Yeah, the mask is terrible.
And then you got the this Wonder Woman, custom Wonder Woman.
This is what the mask is supposed to look like for Juggernaut.
Yeah, right across. Yeah, exactly. Right across. The whole.
That's a Juggernaut mask. Look at that big fucker.
No gap.
Very nice.
Center. Nice.
Now it looks like a yarmulke. All right. Yep, this Wonder Woman looks nice too. Looks clean.
Yeah, these are nice pictures. A little bit too much makeup on the face though for me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It looks like she's going to the club on Friday night.
Yeah.
It is a little heavy on the makeup, but it's still
Cemetery fucking clubbing. Let's do it. Buddy, I'd love to go to that club with all those Amazon.
You can never like lie to her or cheat on her because she's just gonna put the lasso of truth on your ass.
If I had that woman, first of all, I'd be too scared to cheat on her. Second of all, why would you? She's literally Wonder Woman. Why would you?
Exactly.
Very, very good points. Very good points.
I like her flowing cape too. That's pretty nice.
Except I am very partial to a Wonder Woman wearing the like granny panties underwear.
Yeah, the high.
That's what I like. If a statue has that, I'm instantly looking at it going, I love the statue.
Like the original, you're saying. Are you talking about like the original, the old school style she wore?
Yes, with the Star Spangled.
Yeah.
Granny panties? Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to show you guys that I missed.
While Adam's pulling that up, I got my Force Laboratories ATST coming this week, and I got my Justice Buster coming this week. So,
yeah.
Congrats, man.
And I think we're going to do a live unboxing, Adam, on Thursday if I get the ATST on collector's table, right?
Yeah, that's tentative. I got to find out my schedule from work just because I started at a new place.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, I
fucking hate you.
I told you that was tentative.
I fucking hate you. We talked about this.
We'll talk about it backstage.
I thought we did.
We'll talk about it more. Guys, I almost forgot to bring this up.
I think this looks good. However, I think, and I know this is from a cartoon, so this might sound a little dumb, but I think the base looks a little too cartoony, like the paint, compared to Omni-Man himself. Do you know what I mean? Like the colors and everything, it looks a little too, it doesn't look realistic. It looks cartoony.
Yeah, kind of flat on the colors. Not as
Like, do you see that? Like, I don't know if you guys know Zion art. I'm a fan of Zion art and a lot of pieces they put out, but their original Deadpool on Throne, where it's Deadpool kills a Marvel's universe.
Yeah.
It's a cool piece, but it looks very cartoony on the base. All the dead bodies. That's the feel I get from this.
Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. It's like the intestines on the ground, like really
it doesn't look real. It looks cartoony.
Yeah. Yep.
I keep saying the word. I can't stop saying fucking. I think I'm drunk now. I can't stop saying fucking cartoony.
I think for what he's doing, I don't like the portrait. Like his face just looks so flat for what he's doing. Like he's taking on people's heads with his weapon. And he's just kind of just looking at you.
Here comes devil's advocate again. I absolutely agree with you, Dwayne. But it is Omni-Man, where
exactly.
Superman, so he doesn't even need to fucking flinch or blink to fucking do this stuff.
This is accurate to Omni-Man. This is how he.
You would like to see anger, right? Anger would make it more realistic, or gritting his teeth, or something.
Already open.
Even though he doesn't need to. And there is it's a good point by Nice Guy. There is a second portrait.
What do you guys think of that one?
I think, in my opinion, there's better Omni-Mans. I've seen 3 other Omni-Mans out there. This is not bad, but it's not my favorite. There's better Omni-Mans, in my opinion.
Okay.
They're all customs, but they're better.
I don't understand the weapon he has. Like, which way is he swinging it? Because
is it even a weapon, or did he like rip someone's arm off and they're holding that?
It might be.
I don't even know what it is. Can you pull it up again, Adam, please?
Yep.
Like, what's in his hand? What is that?
It's like
limb?
I think he took the weapon off the villain that he's fighting.
See, I thought at first it was the guy's head with his spine, but I don't think it is. No, it's a mace.
It's a mace that he took off this guy, I think, and he bashed him with his own mace.
Maybe
it looks like he's swinging it backwards, but I don't. Yeah, I guess
it doesn't make sense to me. You're right.
He clearly hit this guy right here.
Yeah.
And the trail of blood is going up that way.
I think if he hit that guy with a mace being Omni-Man, that guy's head would have exploded into a million pieces. Never mind, split open.
Yeah. He's in Mortal Kombat, by the way. Mortal Kombat 1. You guys should check it out. He's got a killer.
What a sick cartoon. Like, what an awesome show.
Yeah.
I'm watching season 2 right now.
I mean, there's only 4 episodes, and we have to wait till 2024 for the 5th, which kind of sucks, but it's a great show. I love it.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty badass, though. It's a bloody statue. I saw this, when they had it on the other day. I saw it.
You guys watch the show. What season do you think he's going to bang Adam Eve? You know it's coming. You know.
He better.
And is it me, or when you're watching the show, and I'm being dead serious now, when you watch the show, Adam Eve, does it not look like she has a fucking package down there? Like there's a lump. There's a bump.
Are you talking about
it's not a moose knuckle.
There's something there. Yes. I haven't even noticed.
All right. So
and I'm not even joking. Look at it. There's something in certain angles on shots. She's got a bit of a package. Like it's not just a anyway. You get where I'm at.
That's just not material, right, Shane? That's not clothes material, we're saying.
No, it's not. It's not just 2 lips down there. There's something else.
So with this mask for Invincible, I like this Invincible, by the way, but these eyes look like eggs laying on top of his eyes. It looks like
they're glued on and they're not part of the outfit. It makes no sense.
Exactly.
I like the concept, though. You know, that's Invincible. I like this too, but Shane is right. I think there's better like statues out there. There's a mean custom of this Invincible where it's just like super bloody and he's beat everything up. I kind of like that one better, but this is cool.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Looks better from the side.
Kennedy, Adam Eve. You mean Adam Eve? She's a hermaphrodite. Is she?
Oh my lord!
Is he talking shit? Or is he?
Adam Eve is a Caucasian ladyboy with superpowers.
No.
Wow.
All right, and then there was a there was
I'll be
something
honest,
else I wanted to show you guys.
I'll just say it. I'd still smash. I don't care. I'd still smash Adam Eve. And if any of you say you wouldn't, you're fucking liars.
We wouldn't.
Dwayne, would you smash Adam Eve?
Damn, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me, man. Not if she had a dick.
I know. I saw your face. You wouldn't make eye contact.
I don't do the chicks with dicks, man.
Oh man, no, chicks with dick. That's called a guy.
Adam, you literally just said you would smash.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I said I would smash. You're like, hell yeah, I'd smash, or whatever you just said.
All right. Well, too late.
The boob doesn't lie, my friend.
All right, guys. I was gonna try to
At that
get
moment.
to. Let me see if I got it, and then if I can't, then it is what it is. But I'll show you guys one last thing.
Ledge,
Yes.
would you smash Adam Eve, even though she's a hermaphrodite?
No, thank you.
Ledge, I actually believe you when you say it. Dwayne, I don't believe you. I think you tried to save street cred.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here, let's cheers it up.
All right. Here's the last thing we're going over.
Cheers, Adam.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Ledge.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dwayne, for not drinking with us. Thanks.
I have
right.
a bottle ready next time. Bottle of wine.
In the chat, if you guys would smash Adam Eve, just put a yes. If you wouldn't, put a no, and I know you're lying.
If you would hit the like.
If she was a
In
hermaphrodite.
the words of Jane, fuck what you like. Yeah. If you like it, fuck it. I mean, 2023. It's weird if you wouldn't fuck her. I mean,
All right, Shane. All right.
all right, let's move on.
All right. So this is this is from Pure Arts. This is a half scale Witcher,
Oh, yeah.
44 inches tall.
Yeah, this is badass.
Looks amazing.
This is badass.
I have to say.
Now, as you look at these pictures, I want you to answer one question for me. Is this $4,000 badass?
No.
Yes. I believe so.
No.
I've never seen a half scale at that price in my life.
See, I don't understand the pricing of some of these statues because we have routinely seen third scales by high-end studios that go for over 3K. And then you see half scales and we're shocked when they're 4K. So I don't, it's kind of weird to me. But, just outside of that, I'm not a fan of The Witcher at all, but I do believe, based on what I'm seeing on these pictures, that, something this large would warrant that price at this quality.
You want to know what blow your mind, D3? There is a third scale custom Iron Man for sale. 1/3 and 1/2. Same exact price.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. I don't know. How do you price these things?
Exactly.
This has got to be one of Pure Arts' most expensive statues. They don't really tap into the $4,000 range too much, but it does seem like this has a lot going on with it.
Is it punched hair? Is it rooted hair?
I think so. Yeah. Let's look at it again. Yeah.
And is it rooted hair on the on that moose head or something as well?
That's a good point. Let's see.
And is that silicone or portrait?
No, that's sculpted from what I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah, that's sculpted. Oh, it's not even a moose. Okay, it's not even fur.
This
Like
is all
fire.
sculpted.
Okay.
It looks great though. It does.
I like the fact that he could put his cloak on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how.
Gives it a whole new look too.
Yeah, that's how I would be rocking him right there. With him holding the head right there. That is seriously tall, guys. That has got some serious height on it. Here's the backside of it. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I mean the stubble in his face. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
It
crazy.
looks amazing. That's
Looks
what
real.
I was wondering. It looks silicone. It's so good, but
Yeah. What is McFly saying? Most half are very basic. This looks sick with the animal he's holding. Yeah, I agree. I also agree with JoJo. Canadians are a different breed. They're a little wacky.
You piece of shit. I just got back to hear you say that.
God, he's back, guys. I didn't know.
Hey, Canadians, we're honest.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I know. Badass.
It better be badass for 4K.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 4K. I didn't realize the price on this.
Is it Prime1?
No, it's Pure Arts.
Oh.
It is Prime1 quality, though. Yes.
But I'm surprised. 4K?
Here goes
Adam going through a whole bottle of mead
with the blood and
damn
all the inscriptions on it.
I have to drink one.
I gotta say, if you guys have got a Witcher statue, like I like Witcher, but I don't love Witcher. Would you want a comic book version, or a game version, or would you want a movie version?
Game version.
Because my favorite Witcher statue is the Weta one, where he's like killing all the zombies or whatever.
Oh yeah, where he's swinging his sword.
Yeah. But it's a movie version, or well, I shouldn't say movie. It's the TV show version.
No, that one looks good.
That's my favorite statue. Like, I love how dynamic it is.
Yeah, I like that one. Anyway, there goes more of the D3. There goes more of the hand punched hair.
Okay. Yeah, that was really good.
Colonial, Mitchell. Just a dirty fucking colonial.
Here goes the base. Yeah, 44 inches is no joke. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's basically everything I got. Unless you guys got something. Yeah, a lot of stuff to go over. XM had a big week. Is XM? We talk a lot about XM, and they have been going through a couple things. It seems like and I'm with Shane on this. I like XM. She buys a ton of XM. I got XM pieces on order, but XM does seem like they're slipping just a little bit. They're starting to slip a little bit. So
I've talked to my man Anthony, not Ant Adams from PCS. I don't want to start something. Not Ant Adams, Anthony, X-Men exclusives, and he was saying how recently XM paired up with another company. It's kind of I don't know if under the table is the right word, but it's a not so well known thing where XM and another company kind of amalgamated, and ever since then they got rid of their quality control, talking to customers. It's just gone downhill. I'll be honest, I don't give a fiddler's dick what XM Studios does, as long as their Transformer line continues the way it's been going. I'm like 95% capacity, 90% for my collection, so I don't got much left. Just make the Transformers good, and PCS coming out with Transformers. That's all I give a shit about at this point. XM can shit the bed on everything else if they want to. Keep Transformers good.
Well, guys, remember that I got the review that just dropped not too long ago. That's in the Facebook group for the Ellen Ripley, if you want to check that out. Also, join the Facebook group. We have a good community of guys on there. We're trying to grow that a little bit more. And
I just wanted to thank Dwayne and Ledge for coming on the show. Thanks, boys, for coming up. Always nice having you guys. Again. What do you guys? Are you guys going to be on any shows coming up, or what do you got on the go?
Nope.
Anything you want to promote or put out there?
I just do unboxings, and recently I've just been kind of doing like a build on display cases at Ledge Limited Collectibles.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Very nice. Well, Ledge, I appreciate you coming on, man.
And your collection's looking sick back there, Ledge.
Yeah, your collection's looking real good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks amazing, man.
Looks really good,
how do you like that? How do you like that Starscream?
Oh, I love it. It's probably one of my favorites.
What's your favorite XM Transformer statue, Ledge?
What's that, sir?
Favorite XM Transformer statue?
Probably Grimlock.
Grimlock. Do you own Grimlock?
No, I don't.
You're going to have to remedy that, Ledge.
I know.
Honestly, I own a few. I would say Nemesis Prime is my favorite, like aesthetically, for how it looks.
Well, I have that one, and I'm thankful to have that one at least.
I love that statue. I know I saw it there. That's what brought it up.
My man D3.
What you got on the go? Anything?
Yeah, my appearances on channels are completely random, so I don't have anything planned. Next year, Q2, I plan to kind of dive into YouTube and try to make a channel of my own.
Nice.
And when I get my display together, which I'm gonna get back on in January. But for now, just making appearances here and there, still collecting, have a bunch of stuff coming in, a bunch of shipping I have to pay off. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, collecting, hanging out with you guys whenever I get the opportunity to.
Nice.
I would say I have my fingers in a lot of different custom groups, and Dwayne has fingers in probably even more than I do. He's out there. And Dwayne, if you ever need anyone for your show, let me know. I'm looking to jump ship. I haven't told Adam yet, but between us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll reach out to the community, man. It's gonna be pretty similar to Adam's, where pretty much everybody will have it.
Oh, Shane must have got disconnected. I don't know what happened.
Shane's such a good guy too. I don't know why.
Yeah, when I dive into the YouTube stuff, it's gonna be mostly focused.
Oh no, Adam got disconnected. All right, I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Cheers.
I'm gonna focus on the custom market when I get in, and try to bring some value in that area, and bring my expertise to the table. And because like Shane said, I'm really, really heavy into the custom world.
Every custom group I go in, I see you there. I'm like, fuck, this guy's everywhere.
It's to the point now where I just get random invites to every new custom group, and it's starting to kind of get annoying because it's like it's too much on my feed, so I have to kind of mute a lot of the groups because a lot of them don't have nothing going on, or there's huge gaps in between posts and announcements. So, yeah.
I know I said this in the past, but I really want to reiterate it. I bought a piece off Dwayne. It came with a few issues, and Dwayne is as solid as they come. If you guys ever buy a piece from Dwayne, have no worries. He's a great seller, great guy in the community. We chat every now and then. Just A+ guy all around. So
thanks, man. Same to you, man. Appreciate it. Got to make it right, man.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have that piece now that it's all done. It looks fantastic. I love it, man. Thanks.
Well, in this age of scammers and stuff like that, people fucking ripping us off and stuff like that, we got to look out for each other. So it's good that we look out for each other and we help each other out.
And a shout out to Mark here. He's a Transformer bro of mine. We talk about Transformers and that. So I'd love to have Mark on the show one day too. Anytime you want to come on, Mark, just send me a PM, man.
Yeah, Mark's a good guy for sure.
Hey, real quick, guys. Before we get out of here, so if you missed this, if you don't know, me and Marcos from Collector Zone are partners. He's a partners with the channel. This does benefit the channel, just as a disclaimer, but he's a good guy, and I wouldn't be vouching for him.
Hell yeah.
If that wasn't the case. If you guys want any statues, and if you decide that you want to buy something, you can get. Shane keeps showing his finger. Shane, would you stop?
The shocker, buddy. The shocker. Everyone knows.
If you guys decide that you want to buy any statues from Collector Zone, you can use the discount code right here. TCT15. You'll get 15% off if you pay in full. Oh, and but that's on any pre-order or in stock. So anything, 15% off if you pay in full. So yeah, go check that out. And as far as anything else we got coming up for the channel, Shane,
I hope you guys appreciate the discount. Adam has to do a lot of sexual favors to Marcos for that.
We appreciate that, Adam.
So enjoy it.
Thank you for taking one for the team.
So use it.
Yeah. Oh, he takes more than one. Trust me. And then you guys can catch me this Wednesday on Constructive Outrage. We're going to be casting Mary Jane.
On the casting
and I'm
couch.
sure Vision will cast some 11-year-old, and we'll make fun of him, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
My man, nice guy. Thank you, nice guy. It's always nice seeing you. My man, very nice show as always, Adam. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you guys, if you like the show today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate you guys joining us here on the Collector's Table Live, where every collector has a seat. Thanks, guys. Okay.